Hello, everybody, and welcome, guys. Great to have you all in here. It is time for Tech Talk Tuesday, guys, our favorite day of the week. Great to see you all. Hope you're doing fantastic.
Hello. Good to see you. Yes, Andrew is so right. This is our favorite day of the week. It's Tuesday. And finally, it is Tuesday Tech Talk. I don't know. It feels like last one was ages ago. So many things have happened, as always, on YouTube. And we are here to
blending
talk about
together
all
at this point. We got to listen the days. So
yes, that's so right.
It's a pleasure to have you all here. Carolina Auditor, how are you? Great to see you. The Bee Lady is in the house. Hey, always good to see you, too. It's always great to see you as well. Graceful Spirit and Ray, how are you doing? Bio Life is in the house. ENS +3. Flipping Crazy is in here. Exportation. Oh, we're off already to the races. GC Slots. Hello, my friends. A big hello to you as well, and thank you so much for supporting us. Hope you're doing fantastic. Thank you so much for the super chat. It's greatly appreciated. Unique Sway, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing well. I just used TubeBuddy like a week or two ago. That is awesome. It is a fantastic tool for YouTube and has added a new feature, which is going to be even better for all of us, guys. So we're going to get into that in just a little bit, but right now, a big hello, guys. Sweet Sounds ASMR, how are you? Great to see you. Hugs to you, Mia Mina. Hope you're doing fantastic. Do you know why someone who is monetized, not me, wasn't decreasing? Okay. So
yep, it's a great question.
Yes.
And if you do have any questions, this is Tuesday Tech Talk. Please ask it in the chat with @Push Studios. I will copy it over so then we can answer them.
See, I'm blurring into last night. I'm having trouble telling one from the other, so yes. I do appreciate it. The Bee Lady shared out on Twitter and community. Thank you so very much for that, guys. We truly appreciate it. It's getting harder and harder on YouTube, so all that help is greatly appreciated. I'm going to keep an eye. Because we mentioned COPPA again, you never know. Probably last night we weren't demonetized for the first time in a long time, on limited monetization in a long time. So that was a nice change. Great to have all you guys in here. Hope you're doing fantastic. RC Crazy, what is going on? Great to see you. Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. The best import from Canada. Love you guys. A ton of love to you as West Haven, always and forever. Hope you're doing fantastic, Elena. LZ Adventures is in the house, as well as Life of MC. Two incredible people, many incredible people in here, just like each one of you guys. BA Trapping, I see in here. Great to see you. Who else? My Sky Pilot, good morning to you, all the way down under. Hope you're doing fantastic. Creepy Clown Girl is in the house, and it's always a pleasure to see you. Beyond the Veil Investigation, Brock Next is here. One amazing channel after another. They're Crazy Williams. Welcome. There's no religion. Yeah, in the first, yeah. Definitely. There's lots of opinions on it. There's no doubt about that. Dine with Johnny Diva. What's going on? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. I'm still adjusting the new names. You know, it takes me a good 6 months. Minimum. Split screen gaming. If even, yeah, exactly. So you can't say I don't think about you, because you're ingrained in my brain. Johnson Ibas, what is going on, buddy? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Outdoors for Adventures in the house. Fantastic to see you. Alex Ruin, how are you? Guys, don't forget to hit that like button, tweet it out, tell friends. The more the merrier, folks. We're all together. And it really does make a huge difference, guys. Smash the hell out of that like button. Tweet it out anywhere you can put it. If you got friends you think that need this information, we'd love to have them over. They got questions about YouTube. This is for everybody, guys, whether you just got started into it or been into it for years. We are not gurus. This is a place where we can all meet together. I call it a union meeting because you all have your wrenches and help out each other. Always doing it respectfully. Respect for each other is key, guys, and that's always happens here, and we're very, very proud of that. Barrel Boy Woods, how are you? Jennifer Hastings, Barry TRC Turner, LNG Assassin. What great channels, one after another, guys. They just keep coming. Are you ever going to host a panel, or have you already did? I'm not big on doing panels. Have my reasons for it. It's not something we've ever dived into much. We've done less than a handful.
Yeah.
Hello, my friends. Hope you're having a great Thanksgiving. Lincoln, we celebrated already in Canada a month ago, but I am hoping you and your family have a fantastic, love-filled Thanksgiving. You are so good to us. You've been such a good friend to us, and wish you nothing but the best. I hope it's an amazing weekend for you. Mr. Moore, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. West Coast Cajun Cuisine is in the house. Channel we just met not long ago. Fantastic channel. Always a pleasure to have you in here. My Old Lady Cooking Show is in the house, guys. Who doesn't love the name My Old Lady's Cooking Show? It's impossible. Old Guy on the Bike, I see you found your way to Rogers Canadian Drone Hub this morning. That is awesome. I'm glad you guys found each other. You're going to do very well there. I was listening in while working. But great game you got there. Family meeting, as I call it. I like that, Gaming Prince 91. I like that. We'll go with that. Family meeting. Why not? Daily Life and Nature. Hope you're doing fantastic as well. Is YouTube a limiting channel based? We'll get into that after, Arco, but great to see you. I Pick My Butt is in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Hope all is well. Heard about SOPA, food not suitable for supper.
Maniac Varieties here as well. Hello, Daily Life and Nature as well. Good to see you. And JS Slants joining us as well. Hello. We are family of creators. You're so right, B-Lady.
Everything is wobbling and shaking and jiggling and moving. Still in the midst of setting up our new studio. Some more touches to go on to it, but it's getting there. It's getting there. And hopefully by next week, I have to order a couple more parts. And then I think should be ready to go. If anybody hasn't seen it yet, folks, there's our new studio we're working on too. It is based on a stand made to hold 4 monitors. And then we just Frankenstein the hell out of it and set it up. So don't mind the wiring all over the place and don't mind everything, but it's made that everything would be situated on one unit. That was the whole point of it. So a lot of the Versa locks at the end to hold the monitors were taken off and used as instead stands to hold the multiple cameras, the lights, etc., etc., etc. So that's what we're in the midst of doing right now. And thank you to everybody that super chats, because that's where that money goes partly, is to help us get our show a little bit better each time. And it is always appreciated. Hey, my setup is similar, but not with not so many wires. That is awesome, Computer Chick. That is awesome. Like I say, I haven't put any away yet. I got to clean that up after. I don't want to do anything until I know everything's going to stay where it goes, and I have a feeling already I'm going to be rearranging a couple of the arms. So, but there's no Brocknecks on the screen. I know Brocknecks. I know. Isn't that horrible? I go and show a picture like that, and you're not up there. I should be ashamed of myself and then some. Thank you so much, Arco. Do appreciate it. Vince Land is in the house. There is our fellow Montrealer. Good to see you. My non-traditional life as well. I'm going to get to everybody in just a minute, guys. Give you guys a big thank you for being here. Georgia Night Riders in the house. Look at the great channels, guys. We have a lot to talk about, guys. Tonight is Tech Talk Tuesday. We'll be taking your questions, and we're going to be getting to it very soon. First, we'll touch on what's going on with TubeBuddy after a bit of house cleaning. And then it's right on into your questions. You have questions for us, just highlight our name, post them in here. Xenia's going to copy them, and then we'll do them in the order that they came. You guys keeping well? We're doing good, DJ Ian Entertainment. Hope you are as well. Hope all is good with you. Spirit Fox Paranormal Dundee, what is going on? Thank you for the help last night and today. I got my channel art changed, and my home page list update. Fantastic stuff. I hope it helps you immensely. In the end, that's the big part of it, is it benefits you. That's what it's all about. HC Aqua, how are you? Welcome. Hope you're doing fantastic tonight. Officer Harry Cox is in the house. How are you, Harry? I haven't said your name in a while in here. Figured it was time. Cardoso Media, what is going on, my friend from Winnipeg? Are you guys still celebrating your Grey Cup victory? We had the Grey Cup here last weekend, which is equivalent to the Super Bowl in the States. Until we started comparing the salary on Roger's channel, I looked it up. The average salary was... one was way over a couple $1 million. The other one was under 100,000.
Oh,
yeah,
quite a difference.
Yeah,
I see.
it was pretty depressing. It was pretty depressing. That picture you showed us this morning brought back memories. You should do a throwback episode from the couch like the old days.
Tell me, what did you do?
I showed our first live stream we did.
Oh my God.
And Roger and them showed theirs, and it was so classic. It was like, you know what they remind me of? I was telling today, Roger, it's such a lot. It reminds me, he looked like the guys when I used to go play hockey, where you go in to pay the arena fees. Cause it was
Yeah, he was very static.
Oh yeah. No,
Now-
he was starched.
Brockman says that we should do one from the couch. We actually could do it now since we moved. We have
That's
the
true.
couch back here, so we could actually do a throwback one
Yeah,
maybe on
that's right.
Friday or so. That would be interesting.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah, our
You
first
never
live stream
know.
is still available there, as are all our other ones as well. So if you're wondering how did we look like, a year and a half ago, yeah, it's quite interesting.
It was, definitely you can tell that we were not prepared to do live streams, let's just say. Stash, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Condition 13 is in the house. Vince Land saying hi to us both. Hope you're doing great, buddy. We have John Isabella in the house. Great to see you, my friend. Sparky 107, that train guy is in the house. Great to see you. Ethan, we're doing fantastic. Hope you are as well. The Traveling Shintas in the house. One amazing channel after another, guys. Don't forget, guys, to hit that like button, tweet it out, tell friends, all that good stuff, guys. The more, the merrier. It really helps out. Tiana, thank you.
Super chat. Keep it up. Thank you so much, TR9X. Thank you so much for that. Super sticker, super chat.
Thank you.
Since we're talking about that, and if you're missing a little bit more
Thank
from
you, buddy.
Super Sticker
Do
Super
appreciate
Chat,
it.
we dropped a video on Saturday where you can listen to a Super Sticker Super Chat song for almost 30 seconds. And check out our new merchandise. You asked, we listened. Super Sticker Super Chat, new merchandise available on our Teespring, as well as down below in the merchandise shelf, about a section and video description. Everything from unisex joggers, socks, t-shirts, all over t-shirt prints, and tank tops as well as cups, and of course all our classic collection of #BlueRangeGroup as well. Check it out on our Teespring store. Yeah.
There you
Very
go, guys.
over the top, like the song is, like our Super Sticker
Like
Super Chat
the
is,
woman
yeah.
singing the song. Very over the top.
Well, that's not what I said.
Well, that's what
the song is over the top. I don't know about the...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Very much so. Very much so. Here you go, guys. If you haven't heard it yet and you want to...
Because it is time for Super Sticker Super Chat, 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 Super Sticker Super Chat. Thank you so much for being so kind. Thank you.
There you go, guys. There you go. So... make sure that song's well ingrained in the brain, as they like to say. It's a pleasure to have you all in here. East Dad, how you doing? Great to see you, Tamara. How you doing? Loyalty above everything. The B Lady loves it. That's Xenia at her finest. Her greatest hits album right there in 30 seconds.
Yeah. Well, everybody is still asking for a version for their alarm clock in the morning, so that is going to be coming up too.
Love how you can hear Andrew moaning in the background. You can. It's definitely there. You're right. You can pick up on it for sure.
If you actually watch the one where you can see us doing it in 2 weeks ago on our Tuesday Tech Talk, I did that for 30 seconds, but with the video attached as well. You can actually see Andrew covering his head and also saying, stop, and I just continue on.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, that's when we talked about super stickers available for everybody. We also did a little bit of that. So good to have some fun on YouTube. You know, it can't be all down in the dumps, and it has to be some fun as well.
Kabatol, I hope I pronounced it properly. Thank you very much. Welcome, and says great song. There you go. And GC Slot says very catchy. Welcome to you as well. It's a great show. Thank you so very much. The super chat song is super funny. There you go, Ryan Vex. So thank you so much. I have to tell you guys, we finally got media for Six Flags. We are hyped for that. What? I have to tell you, we have finally got media for Six Flags. Media pass. I'm not sure if I quite understand. Can you please let us know? Because I'm going to be really excited for you, and I feel like I'm missing out on it.
I wonder if they're talking about the amusement park. That would be pretty cool.
Well, that's not Six Flags, yeah, but I don't know what the media part is. If they can go under media, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat. Life of MC. Thank you so much for your kindness and amazing superhuman being. Thank you so much. Number one fan. That's right. Number one fan. Life of MC. Thank you so much for that. Super sticker, super chat.
Yeah.
That's right. Super sticker, super chat.
We do appreciate it. I don't ever seem like I don't appreciate it. I do appreciate it. The wife's banter sometimes gets a little overdone. I should be muting more. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm losing it at my old age here. I'm starting to forget that kind of stuff. Alrighty, guys. I think it's time we give some hellos to everybody in the chat. Folks, let's address you all. Let's give you guys some arena size welcomes. So many great people in here, guys. It is an honor and a pleasure to see you all. In the meantime, guys, if you can hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends. It really does help us out a lot. Shake that world, guide. Hit that gray button. Let's shake the world right now. Let's do it.
Look. Wait. Just a second. Two Real Geek says we're on the media list for Six Flags now. We cover their special events with special passes. Isn't that so cool?
That is fantastic.
Congratulations to Two Real Geeks. That is super amazing.
That is really awesome.
Remember to put that in your about section. And your description. That's right.
Alrighty, guys, it's time to shake the world. Here we go, folks. Let's bring up that echo. Alrighty, guys, I'm asking everybody to help us out. Everybody who has not hit that like button, folks. If it is still gray, on the count of 3, let's turn it blue together. Let's shake the world. Let's rattle YouTube together, guys. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Hit it! There it goes. We're getting some shocks. Keep it going, guys. Keep it rolling. Keep it coming, guys. Keep it rolling. There you go, folks. Yeah, oh my God. There we go. This is so crazy. Look how much that freaking thing. You guys are freaking awesome. You really are awesome, guys. If you haven't hit it yet, please do. It helps immensely. It only takes 3 seconds, guys, to hit that like button. Makes a big difference. Thank you so very much. If you guys can keep it rolling, that is fantastic. And don't forget about your selfies as well, guys. A selfie of you watching us. You can't do that. A selfie of you. You want some extra push for your channel? Well, guys, the algorithm loves when you're shared. And we can help you out with that. We pick a couple of selfies after the live stream is over. There you go, guys. Let's go take a look from last night. Those are ones from last night. You put your links in the channel. We always pick a couple, show off some selfies for them, and put your links there. So that gives you some extra push, as well as appearing in the beginning credits of our next live stream. So it's a really great way to give your channel some extra push. And it also helps your Twitter page as well. While you're over, guys, doing that, please make sure to follow us so you can keep abreast of all going on here, because YouTube is not so good at doing that lately, more than ever, to be honest. So follow us and let us know so we can check you out there as well. Alrighty, guys, with that said, in the meantime, it is time to get those names down, get you guys recognized, because you guys are the stars of the show. I don't just say it, I mean it. Without you guys, we got no show, folks. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Alrighty, guys, here we go. Let's see who's we got in the house. I want to say a great big welcome. Yeah, we need more echo. This is Rockstar welcome. Let me try new echo.
New.
Testing.
Oh.
Testing. Yeah, this got kind of a real stage. Like it's coming in like recorded on an 8-track player or something like that. Alrighty, guys, I want to give a great big welcome to West Coast Cajun Cuisine in the house, folks. We got Watch This TV. TR90X is in the house, folks, as well as the B Lady Appareri 9992. Oh, you changed that number. I didn't got past me for a minute. We got Texas-made food in the house, folks. We got Tamara Magdalene in the house. Super Dave 44 is here, folks. That's right, as well as Sunshine Cooper in the house. We got Stash in the house. We got Split Screen Gaming, League, Games, and Vlogs, folks. We got Sparky 107. We have Shit Happens, folks, in the house, as well as Ryan Vexo. We've got Risky 29. What's going on? We got Pixapia Teaching and Learning. We have Patricia Norwood's Hobbies and Reborns, folks. We have Paris ASMR Eating Show. Old Guy on a Bike, folks. We got My Old Lady Cooking Show. My Non-Traditional Life is here, as well as Mountain View Turning. We have Moto Carry in the house. We got MJ's Unboxing and Scratcher Fun. We have Mini Hut Cooking in the house, folks, as well as Midnight Mechanic. Welcome. We have Mia Mina. And we have Mandy Mixed Media Queen. And we got Lucky Beach Slots. We got Loyalty Above Everything. LNG Assassin. Life of MC is in here, folks, as well as Kimberly Lynn. And Kaylin Strickland is in the house, right? As well as Cardoso Media. Inspired Art by Mary is here. Holy Cowgirl Paranormal's in the house, as well as Graceful Spirited Ray. We got Flippin' Crazy here, folks. We got Ethan in the house. We got LZ Adventures coming along. East Dad is here and hanging out. We got DJ Ian Entertainment's here. Disorganized Crafter is here, folks. That's right, as well as Dine with Dinah Diva. We have Damon Warren in the house, folks. We've got Creepy Clown Girl in the house. We got Crap My Dad Makes Me Watch is in the house, folks, here. That's right, as well as Crafting with Furry. Condition 13. Computer Chick is in the house, as well as Colorado Fisher. Beyond the Veil Investigations is in the house, as well as Barrel Boy Woods. Badger Farm Girl, how you doing? It's been a while. Great to see you. As well as ATGH Travels. Andy, what's going on? We got Artco Drone Solutions here. We got Aquamate sitting with us. We have Alex the Blue Man Reviewer and Gamer. We have A Simple Life in North Wales and Two Real Geeks. Fantastic to see you all. Life of MC, well, you're just too kind. And here you go. Let me take this for God's sakes off Echo, or we're all going to go crazy. All right, Xenia, work your magic.
Super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat. The one with the cape. I love it because we're all here heroes with or without capes. Thank you so much to Life of MC. Thank you so much for that. Super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat. Thank you. You're super amazing. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you very much. Do appreciate you. Always spoil us. You always spoil us. Thank you so very much. Your support to us is nothing short of amazing. Thank you, Life MC.
Did you say she swirl us?
Spoils us.
Spoil us. I thought you said swirling us, like swirling.
That too. Yeah, she's swirling us. Thank you for swirling us, Life of MC. We really appreciate it. Nobody swirls us quite like you do. Thank you so very much for all your swirling support over this time. Oh my God Almighty. I seen you asking Risky. I just seen your thing today.
We will answer that just in a moment, as I do copy all of your questions here in my notepad, as we'll get to the questions very soon, guys.
Wow, that's beyond bizarre. If there's all ways to network paranormal live streams without violating guidelines, that would be awesome.
Yeah, Midnight Mechanic first joining us here and asked if he could live stream our live stream, which I said no, because that is such a violation of guidelines and potentially copyright as well. So never do that with anyone. You're putting your channel under risk. And thank you for the asking. Thank you for the question.
That's what we really appreciate. It's the asking. It is. We got nothing but our utmost respect for that. I'm going to mute for 1 second while I call our son and see where our coffee is.
Liam's Irish Journey with Mama Liam. Hello and welcome here as well. I see it's a paranormal channel. That is awesome. Welcome here. And I do see lots of the questions here as well, so I'm definitely getting those too here, and we'll definitely get to them just in a moment. If you do have a question for us, let us know in the chat with at Puša Studios or hashtag Puša Studios if you're on the phone. So it colors orange for me. I can see it easier and copy it over to our notes here. And where do we share selfies? The question Alan G. Assassin is saying. Well, Andrew?
Let's fix you up right now. There you go. There's the link on Twitter. And just make sure to use that hashtag Blue Wrench group that's included so us and everybody can find you guys. It's a great way to be seen, great way to grow your channel. We're looking for them, guys. The more the merrier. And it really does, guys. Anywhere, anybody you can get somebody to share your links, it's helping. It's helping you. The algorithm likes that kind of stuff, so it's a big help for you as well. Ron N9XY1. How are you? Good to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. I don't know why I didn't just say Ron. That's what I meant to do. MD90 in the house. Hey, how you doing? MD90, what's going on? Hot Sauce Junkie Tim, how are you? Oh, yeah, we're removing those comments a lot. Hot Sauce, we've had some problems with them. People are using them way, not you, but I got to remove it to keep it for everybody. Just hanging out with everybody. It's one of those things that's getting plastered. I feel bad. I feel so bad onto it. But sometimes we're just left with no other device to our own. Remember, guys, yes, we're going to have Tech Talk Tuesday, but it's okay to chat and stuff like that. Just keep it above the belt. No asking for subscribers, none of it, guys. Just hang out, mingle with each other, talk to each other, enjoy each other's time, be good to each other. Thank you. You see, we need more channels like Tim. You know, that don't take it and go on with it. It's nothing against Tim, and Tim gets it. And thank you. I'm saying that, Tim, because we don't always get that luxury. Thank you for understanding, my friend. We appreciate it so much. Yeah, so you're my hero of the day right now, to be honest. You made my day. So many great people in here, folks, and I think we're about time to get into it. Is there anything else you want to touch before we get going?
Well, I just wanted to remind everybody to hit that like button and share it out. It does really help us if you share it out where you can, on your community post, maybe on Facebook, maybe on Instagram, on your stories, or even on Twitter, wherever you can. We do appreciate. Or you can DM a friend that you know usually hangs out here, or maybe would benefit from being here, and invite them here. Or maybe they will say thank you to you for doing that. We do appreciate if you share it. That's how we get the word out there, and it's tremendous help for us. Thank you so much.
Hot Sauce Junkie Tim writes, family understands family, and that is so cool.
Aww.
That is so cool, man. I'm telling you, you made my day. Thank you. I love that. You got to understand, we don't always get the luxury of having people understand, so I'm going to savor this moment. Alrighty, guys, so there you go. So I think we're just about to get into it, get talking about it. Like Xenia said, hit that like button, tweet it out, tell a friend. The more the merrier. It helps immensely. And without further ado, Lip Sync Jedi, how are you? Great to see you. Let's get into TubeBuddy.
Well, let's maybe recap the previous. What do you think?
Oh my God, she does these awful, like, 1970s segues. Well, Andrew, wouldn't you like to have some chocolate cake?
We often get the question still about how to change the audience settings on your channel to comply with COPPA and YouTube. Well, we can refresh a little bit your memory for those of you that are still haven't done that, on how to do it on the channel level, how to do it on video level in a bulk option. YouTube has that option itself, and we still have question about that. And then, of course, the new TubeBuddy tool that will help you to understand which videos are actually made for kids and which are not. There you go. Was that better? Did I see you just cringing? Like, I think I never seen before a person actually physically cringing, and I think Andrew did just that. Like, if I could, I would just like put it back, like rewind it for a couple seconds just to see how you were cringing. My God, I don't know what I'm doing here.
Oh my
and
God,
Stash here, are you having a birthday? Is that a sign?
It was about the cake when I was eating the cake.
And Nomad and Broken would love some chocolate cake. I would love some chocolate cake too, by the way. Triple chocolate sounds really good. You know. Me and my daughter made some muffins today, but
they did.
Yeah, Andrew is not going to be having those because he doesn't like cakes. So, okay, let's get right to it, as you were saying.
All right, get going, get talking, get running with it. Let's go.
Well, I need the visuals. I have 3 visuals
I'm
prepared.
ready to go if you are.
Okay, so we have 3 visuals for you, so you can always come back to our live stream and we will time stamp it after it uploads, so you can come back right to the videos. The first one is about the way you can change it in the channel level, and this is actually when we were doing it for the first time. Recorded it, and we have showed you that before, but if you haven't seen seen that, this is how you change your audience settings for made for kids or not made for kids on the channel level. You go to advanced settings of your channel in YouTube Studio Beta. Well, it's called now YouTube Studio officially. And that's exactly how you can change it. It's only available on YouTube Studio. So if you can't see it, most likely you're using the classic version. Please double check. If you are on the mobile, there are links available, and put them in the chat as well, how you can do that. If you ever get stuck with anything being done on YouTube mobile, you can always use browser. YouTube browser actually, is accessible for everybody as well, and you can always do it there. So that is on the channel level. We also suggested a great video from D. Niman, who actually did show everything how to change on mobile there as well. The video is in the description of our previous videos as well. So if you're somebody who's using only phone, D. Niman's video explains in detail how to change all of the settings defined by COPPA using YouTube Studio app. Okay, so now we're gonna go over to the way we can change it on the video level in bulk using YouTube itself. And it is fairly easy, but it's very hidden, unfortunately, because in order to see that option, you actually have to mark your video, either all of them or one of them, and you're gonna see it in the video. You just click into the videos, either on the ones that you choose or all of them, and then go into the edit section and click on the audience. Right there, you will be able to choose yes, it's made for kids, or no, it's not made for kids, and it's going to be applied automatically to all the videos that have the check mark. So you can do it in bulk right there.
See, this bugs me, sir. I'm just going to say something. It really does bug me for the simple reason is for the fuss that's going on with this and all that's coming down, how they could have put it the way they did it and not make it a special tab dedicated to it. It really bothers me. I don't know. They could have done it a lot better to make it a lot more visible for people.
Yes, definitely. Here you can see how you can choose just one video as well, not a bulk of them if you want to do it separately. You can also do it by going directly to the video itself, but this is one of the options too. Now, this here that I'm clicking, that it is unreversible, it is reversible for now. It is not going to be reversible after January 1st. So right now, if you change the settings, you can still change them using all of those tools. Although it says you can't, but you won't be able to do that after January 1st. So we still have time to think, rethink, and change our thoughts on that one.
And just let him play it through once more quickly in case anybody missed it, so you can see another look at it to it. Great to have you guys all in. I see a lot of hellos as well. Lifestyle Adventure with Ben, how are you? Great to see you. Flippin' Crazy agrees with that it's hidden. I Bronchi, I can never pronounce your name properly, and I don't want to butcher it. It's so good to see you, and a big hello to you as well. I do apologize.
They definitely should be highlighting that. You can't even see the tool unless you check mark the video, which is terrible. But you will always be able to go back to this and do it step by step with the video. As we said, we will timestamp it, all 3 videos. You can come back and rewatch it if needed.
Yep. Who is asking what tool are you referring to? We're referring to the tool for setting your videos to which ones are in a bulk fashion for kids friendly or not kids friendly.
My non-traditional life says send it to them via the feedback button to make a separate tab. Yes, it is a great idea.
Exactly.
And feedback tab is a good option to do that. And did not hear it's unreversible after January 1st. Well, as you've seen in the video, at the end it says, are you sure you want to make changes? You can't change them afterwards. Which means that you can't change the choice of the reading for the video afterwards. Right now you can. If you click, even if you click that, you can still do it. Why? Because this is how it's called? Preemptive measures, but the actual laws and all of the consequences are going to be coming into effect in January. And that's why it says that. Imagine if everybody would be just flipping. One day it's made for kids and the other one it's not. Or you go live and you write it, well, it's not made for kids, and then you change it and you say it's made for kids. Like, there's so many ways of abusing it if you can change it back and forth. So it's understandable why they do that.
All right, the next one.
Finally, something that we were really looking forward is TubeBuddy have created their tool that actually not only helps to mark them, but actually helps to detect which videos are made for kids. It actually helps scan and detect which videos are made for kids.
Now, at this point, it's only for videos, does not work on past live streams. We're hoping that will be updated in the future. It's the first edition of it, so there's usually with these things, there's bound to be upgrades that will include stuff like that. So, but at this point right now, it only pertains to past videos. So. Yeah,
we did contact TubeBuddy with the question if this is going to be available for live streams as well, and they answered that they will add it eventually. Right now, they are working on the upgrades of all different other features as well on YouTube Studio, but it will be eventually available for scanning the live streams as well. Now, if you are a video channel, you don't care about if it is about live streams. It's more of we were asking for us as well, but it definitely works. And here you can see how it also lets you edit on the video level if that's what you're looking for. If, for example, TubeBuddy has detected that the video is made for kids, but you have marked it not made for kids, you can always go into the edit button and look into the video level and change the audience settings right there. If Andrew can play it again, you're going to be able to see where to find it once again. All you have to do is download the TubeBuddy video extension. It is free. This is available for free subscriptions, so you don't have to buy any of the levels on TubeBuddy. You can also subscribe or click on the link if you want to sign up using our affiliate link, and we do appreciate if you do that. It is still for free for you if you do that. And there you go. You can see now. Cautionary disclaimer. It is still up to you.
Yes, I was going to say that. That's what I was going to... go ahead.
Yeah, it is still up to you if it is marked correctly or not. It is not up to YouTube, even if it does mark it themselves, your videos. It is not up to TubeBuddy. It is up to you. So let's say if TubeBuddy automatically detected it wrong and you get in trouble because of that, it is not TubeBuddy's fault, responsibility. It's yours. Now, this is only a help tool.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say as well. Yes, it's only a help tool. It's there to assist. It is not carrying out the law for YouTube or the FTC. You can't refer back to it if something happens to your channel that, I ran it through TubeBuddy. Cannot stress that enough, guys. The onus is on you in every shape and form to make sure that your videos do comply with COPPA. And this is just another tool to help you go through them. So we still advise going manually through the best you can as well. Use your memory the best of your ability. Think of times where you think you maybe had specials on. It's one thing if you're a kid's channel and doing stuff all the time. That's you know what you're dealing with. It's channels that don't always do it and have dipped heavily into it by times or times without even thinking about it. So really keep that in mind. Be very diligent about your channel. It's a tool to help. It's not a tool to replace your diligence to check. So, hey, Drone Evolution, what's going on? Good to see you, bud. Hope all is well. That link is your affiliate for TubeBuddy. Yes, B Lady is asking in the chat.
Yeah, and you can sign up using that. It doesn't cost you a thing. It does gives them information that we were the ones suggesting you it. And if you sign up for free, we get bonus points. If you sign up for any levels, we get percentage of that, but it doesn't cost you anything extra. So if you do that, we just really appreciate. Thank you.
It does help though a lot, guys, and thank you so much for bringing that up, B Lady. What's your thoughts on the crafting shop? Okay, yeah, we'll get. Yeah, this is going to be tricky because I know we're going to get a lot about COPPA. I don't know how we'll work them into it. We can talk a tiny bit about niches. I don't know how much because there's so many. Once we get into it, everybody's niche is really affected in some shape or form, some more than others. But we'll see what we can do about that.
Trendorama, you can rewind the video right now. You actually can go back and it shows you, if you follow the cursor on the video, it shows you where exactly it is, and it's on the top tab of TubeBuddy in your dashboard on YouTube Studio Beta. Now remember, everything that we're talking about from now on most likely is going to be talked about Studio Beta, because this is now the new normal. Okay, so anything and everything is available through YouTube Studio Beta.
I'm going to answer one question. By the way, Widely Intrepid Sailing, it's great to see you. Hey guys, hope you're doing well. I was wondering if would be better to err on the side of this for kids if you are not sure. Well, first of all, something like yours, I don't see anything that would be geared towards kids. I think your channel is more than fine. If you did a video where kids were on the boat with you the whole time, or you were at festivals or something that was really, really kid-oriented, then play it on the safe side. But, I mean, everything else, you guys, for the most part, I would say are in the clear. Where did you find the TubeBuddy tool? I couldn't see it. To download it or to use it, Pixelpia? Still Winter Nation, Ian is in the house. How are you? Great to see you. I hope you're doing fantastic. There's a guy doing great things on live streams. Guys, make sure to check him out. Nomadic Van Man, what is going on? Fantastic to see you. Is there anything else we want to touch on that before we go into questions?
No, we just wanted to let you know about this. This is not, unfortunately, this is not a very popular knowledge of this tool being there. And I think it's a great help, because sometimes it is hard to understand, well, is it not, and which are. And I think it's a great help, especially if you have hundreds and thousands of videos, to have like that bulk idea of what is going on your channel. And they are improving it as we go. Obviously, how do they do it? We don't know the details, but most likely they do have the characteristics displayed by COPPA included in their AI that determines if your videos are made for kids or not. So it definitely is a great tool. Now remember, it is your responsibility.
Pixelpia, I would check first to make sure your extension's turned on. That might be why you're not seeing it. And then if not, once you go into your video tab, that should be appearing. And then you can go back from the video and do it step by step. So first make sure that your extension is turned on, because sometimes they do turn off on their own. That happens. Mm-hmm. Wildly Intrepid Sailing, thank you very much. It's so vague, I'm not sure it worries many. We'll definitely. And that I was talking about that this morning on Canadian Drone Hub. I don't want to downplay it. Like I said last night, there's two camps, it seems like. Either everybody's going to get a $42,500 fine and we're all ruined and everybody's leaving YouTube. Or the other side, oh, it doesn't mean nothing, I don't care. Both of those are really wrong ways to look at it. You should care. Anytime money's especially involved, I know we all care about our channels, including us, and we've worried in the past. But now there is the odd chance that money's involved, okay? So I would be concerned, but I wouldn't let it also drive us to sanity. We even did the show last night, was based on how you can cash in on YouTube. You were a channel, actually, Wild and Intrepid Sailing, that I brought up. Mm-hmm. I actually showed your channel last night as channels that can tend to do very well with this going on, because it gives more wiggle room for channels like yours to go up that's catering to our audiences, to our age group. That's what we were talking last night, the huge spike in growth that's going on, especially between like the 35, 55 era. Your channel is set to do really well and stuff like that. So don't look at the extremes of it, guys. It is important to be aware of it, but not to be obsessed with it. So there's lots of ways that you can make do in bad situations to make them a lot better for you guys. And if you're already in the black, well then yeah, if you're a kids channel that makes Barbies talk and all that stuff, you already know what you got to do. It's well laid out. It's always when you're in the middle that hurts. We go for a short time and you change your look so much. Hey, the Barley Bunch, what is going on? Great to see you guys. Oh, I love this couple. Great to see you guys. Hope you're doing fantastic. What a pleasure to have you in.
We are back to our
I just
roots.
rejoined your channel, by the way. Guys, check everybody's channels. Make sure you have them. Just make sure the people that you see in here, that you still subscribe to them. It's unbelievable how many we're getting unsubscribed from.
Yes, that's unfortunately.
So as you're listening, you can just be going by and checking. So never take for granted, oh yeah, I got them already. It happens sometimes a couple times a week, guys. So yeah, about that, just don't let it drive you to the point of insanity unless you're directly involved. Then you have to be more dealing with it directly, because your channel's based around what COPPA came out to prevent. Otherwise, just start looking at your videos. Take it seriously, though. Look at it. Don't blow it off. Because the question that came out this morning was, somebody said, well, We're in Canada, but it's somebody else. But this could be anywhere outside the States. It doesn't matter. I'm not in the States. They can kiss their ass, blah, 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 blah. It don't work that way. Yes, the law is being enacted. Our audience is in the way. I brought up the example of, say, in Canada here. Say there was a company making toasters, and 3 people got electrocuted from them, but they were made in the States. You can go after them. These are government bodies, and they could do the same to you as well. Yes, we're a little less likely on the smaller side probably to get caught, but what if some lawyer decides that he can really cash in by representing 20,000 people that YouTube is going, that the FTC is going after, and takes on a class action suit against those people here in Canada? Or say we get a fine for 12 videos and it's $6,000. I'm just taking a number out of my hat. I could sit here and say, I don't live in the States. I don't care what they think. I'm not paying it. The hell with them. Good. And they probably wouldn't come up over $6,000. But what happens 2 years down the road when I go down over for holidays, or we go down for a trade show or something like that, and you get to the border and they check your passport and you've been flagged for that, and the next thing you know, they're detaining you because you owe $6,000, or it could be $11,000 by then with the up fees, and you're stuck there till you pay it. So yeah, I take it seriously. Not everyone's going to get hit. It doesn't have to be terrified. You don't have to be scared to be on YouTube. But take it seriously. It is serious. It's not life-changing for everybody, but you have to give it some respect for what's going on in here, because this here is a game changer whenever the chance of money's involved, because most of us are not making that kind of money. Because we know what they say now and more, it's going to work on scale on that. We still haven't got the final details. But even so, if you have 10 videos at $300 a piece, that's $3,000. It adds up. So just food for thought on that, and I just wanted to get that out there. Don't let it consume you, but don't blow it off either. Brenda's Beauty Vlog, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button, tweet it out, tell friends. Let's do one more ground shaking. Metro Drone, how are you? Great to see you. All right, guys, we're going to get to your questions right after this, but right now we're going to shake the world. That's right, guys. Let's see if we can make a little quake of our own here tonight. See if we can make it shake as much as COPPA's been shaking up YouTube. Let's see if we can do our own. On the count of 3, everybody who has not hit that like button, let's do it, folks. You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hit it! There you go. Now you can shake. You're a premonition. There you go. Oh my God! You stuck me in my friggin' nails.
Super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat. Thank you so much for the great timing, the burly bunch. Thank you so much for that. Super sticker, super chat.
Friggin' stabs me and then deafens me all in one shot. What the hell? Crazy broad. You really got me in the back. Like knives. It's like Edward Scissorhands giving you a back rub.
Full of compliments lately.
Yeah.
I don't have such long nails, okay?
That was an absolute... I just love the way you jabbed those in my back. That was so awesome. Thank you so very much. Let me worship them. Oh, your dear little finger knives. Finger knives. Oh, there they are. So cute. Look at how far you went in my back. Look how far you went in my back. There you go. You happy? Oh my God.
Thank you so much, Life of MC, with amazing, kind, and generous heart. Goals! Thank you. Yes, couple goals. Right here, couple goals. Thank you so much to the Life of MC with a super sticker, super chat. Super sticker, super chat.
Thank you. Thank you, Life of MC. Do appreciate it. And fairly much. Oh my God almighty. So there you go, folks. There you go. There's my wife taking good care of me. Unreal. Oh, really? Thank you, Jenny O'Brien. Good job, Ksenia.
Yeah.
Thanks for having my back, Jenny.
Well, I thought you were on purpose. That's just my fingers.
No,
you know?
I just jabbed you. Drew blood, but it wasn't on purpose. Love me for it.
Should they ban female nails as offensive weapons?
Yes, Ian. Yes.
Yeah, well, they're not so long. Come on now.
Thank God. I took every swear word.
Super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much, Metro Drones. Ha 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 ha. Super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat. Thank you so much for that. Help. Super sticker, super chat.
Need help. Yeah, for Andrew. Right on. Yeah, Metro. I'm sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know you had my. for Andrew. At least
you guys are amazing. Thank you for that.
At least he doesn't do like the rest of them that they do it every night. Sorry, Andrew. You're not sorry one bit. You want me cringing. You want her going off the rails. That's what it is.
Oh, yes.
Thank you for the super chat. Thank you very much. Barefoot Adventures, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Great to see you. Great to see all you guys, folks. Once again, if you haven't done it, guys, let everybody know what's going on. Tell them what's happening.
Brocknick says, I leave for a second and things go crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
Sorry, exactly.
I promised something. I promised something to Brocknick. He posted a picture of the four-wheeler, and you know how my mind goes. I instantly thought about the snowmobile. See the connection, yeah? And I said that next time I will share... you will share the experience of my first and only drive on a snowmobile. Because that was years ago when I one of the first times.
Still hearing about it.
Yeah, first winters here in Canada when it was really cold. And, you know, the first time I landed here was literally minus 45 Celsius, which is cold in Fahrenheit. You're like, don't worry. If you're thinking in Fahrenheit, you're not thinking cold enough. And so he decided to, you know, one of the great ways of spending winter time in Canada is going on a snowmobile. I never done that, you know. Sounds fun, a little bit scary, but nevertheless, it's fun. Well, he decided to drive me up to the fishing camps in winter, which are closed, but really beautiful location.
Oh my!
And I ended up in a snowbank. And adding to that, he never even noticed for the first minute that I wasn't on the back of the snowmobile with him. He just kept driving while I was in a snowbank. I was literally buried from head to toe, and he just drove off. And this is how I looked right after getting me out of there. So,
you look like a mink from back in my father's trapping days. It's just kind of like there.
Let me tell you, I wasn't too happy. And this was the first and the last time I was in a snowmobile.
Yeah, lovely story. The end.
Yeah, so there you go, Brock. Next, I promise I will share with you my experience. Yeah.
Oh, you guys are too much. You guys are too much.
Oh.
Yeah. LOL, awesome story. Glad you enjoyed that, Brock. Next. Yeah, and don't worry, you'll hear it again. She's never done with that story.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm commenting. I'm like, I know this is four-wheeler, but I have a story about the snowmobile. Andrew's so used to it.
Yeah.
And Brock is like, what? Yeah.
TV says we can tell you loved it. Yeah, the picture really gives it away.
Yeah,
fun.
we can tell you loved it. Yeah. It was some fun with all that snow. Well, yeah. Oh, so there you go. A little bit of the comedic relief here before we get to all of those serious questions.
That's right, guys. All right, folks. Narrowway Farm, how are you? Great to see you. Welcome to everybody that's just coming in, guys. Great to have you all. Go Fish Office, how are you? Good story. It was definitely a story. It's definitely a story to remember. If you guys can hit that like button, tweet it, tell friends, all that good stuff. Let them know what's going on. And we're going to get into your questions. If you have questions for us, guys, about YouTube, please just highlight our name and type them in the chat. Xenia will copy them over, and we'll get them to them in the order that they came. It's great to have you all in here, whether you just started today or have been into it for a long time. And please, once again, know we're not gurus. We're not the be-all, end-all. It's together, guys, we come up with the answers. But we got great channels to help us out, like Paul Peck Drywall. It's in the house, man. He is climbing way over 70-some thousand, getting close to the next round one. Good to see you. Remember the time when you left Cindy in the snowbank? Hello, yeah, Brock next. Yeah.
This is going to be an ongoing thing now. I have a lot of stories like that for you. So
thank you so much, Go Fish Office. Do appreciate it.
Yes, FDL, I caught your question. Thank you so much. And just a reminder, if you want to ask us a question at Push Studios in the chat, so I can see it easier, and I will definitely answer back to you. Copy that if I got your question. So thank you so much. Quick reminder to share it out if you haven't yet. It does matter a lot for us, and it means a lot if you can share it out. Please do. Thank you so much. If you did, please subscribe, and double check if you're still subscribed to us. You never know how it works, right?
Most definitely. You guys are my gurus. I learned so much.
Oh no! Well, thank you.
You're so kind.
Thank you. Yeah, but we're no gurus.
Sweetheart.
We're YouTubers, just like you guys, learning along the way and sharing our experiences.
There's questions come up all the time. For instance, a lot when it comes to like editing on phone and stuff like that. I know nothing about because I've never had to do it. So there's tons of channels in here that jump into action and help out each other, and I love that. That's why this was kind of started, for us to also get answers to our questions as well. We're all in this together, guys. There's no hierarchy. When you're on the snow on the trier and you keep going on the snow, you become Jack Frost. Yes, that's right. That's right, Ryan. That is for sure.
The final girl, hello. We always have, had a saying here that you and I have questions, you and I have answers. And that's exactly what it is. You guys are more than welcome to share your experiences, your skills and talents about the questions asked in the chat as well. It's not only us answering that, it's trying to get to the answers together.
Old guy, by great question, really great question. For Andrew, 3 words: thumb, butt, and snowbag. Let's do this straight, sir. What's going on? I'm very proud of that moment. That was a good time. It's a good time
for you,
It's a real Canadian. That was like a Tim Hortons commercial. It was so Canadian.
Yeah.
Alrighty, hun, I think there's no time like the present. I want to jump into them.
Yes, I'm still copying the questions here, so you're more than welcome to put them in the chat. And let's start on with those. Now, there's going to be some about COPPA and some about just on YouTube in general, and that's okay. We can ask about anything. We'll try our best. Do you know, Kimberly Lynn is asking, do you know why someone who is monetized would notice their monetization decreasing? I was asked, but as I'm not monetized, I don't care.
That's a really loaded gun question because there's so many factors play into all these things. And it is, I know it sounds like a cop-out answer onto it. Could be changes in the way. What I would check first is to see where your content is still going, where you have to go check all your analytics tell a lot of your story of what's happening with your channel. And I go over and look at it and see where my channel is going. Am I still getting into the target range? Am I starting to get into other countries that don't usually watch me? What I'm going to say here is going to sound a bit like I'm against other countries. For the Lord God, I'm married to a woman from another country, so I'm actually a world traveler. The truth of it is, you basically want your top 3 countries to be United States, Canada, England, Australia, New Zealand. There's not something wrong with all the other countries, let me say first off. It's nothing against their way, their life, their culture. It's got nothing to do with that. When advertisers choose to advertise on YouTube, they set a limit and they set a demographic where they want their message to be seen. The highest rates you're going to get is within those countries. That is not because of YouTube. It's not because of any kind of racism or bias. It's got to do with the advertising dollar and when it's the most strong. There are channels in Brazil, for instance, that have 17, 18 million subscribers and couldn't make ends meet on the ad revenue if they tried. Thank God for anything else they have on the side, because that's what's getting them through. Because even though they have a ton of loyal followers that go through them night and day, the advertising dollar is very low there, because the advertisers pay a low dollar to advertise there. So therefore, there's less trickling down to the artist. So if you're starting to get an inflection of channels from different areas, that could be bringing down your CPM rate. That happens a lot of times. So you want to check and see where your audience majority is coming from in that. Then you want to see too about your videos, see if you're still reaching your audience, your retention rates. Are they watching as much? If you have 10 minutes, but they're mostly gone, then they're starting to not catch the second round of videos into it, second round of ads in your video. That can also play a part into it. And then you can look back and say, oh, I changed this a month ago, and now look what's happening. I'm starting to get less and less follow through onto it, retention time. Therefore, they're not seeing the secondary ads. And there's so many in this. Is there anything you want to bring up?
Also, we talked about that yesterday. If you are if you're shifting your audience in male-female from what you had before, or the age differences are shifting who watches you, that is going to change it as well, because YouTube advertisers pay the highest dollar for people who actually can afford to buy products they're advertising, meaning most likely it is going to be older audience. So if it's all of a sudden is changing to a bit younger one, that is going to be getting a bit less advertising money as well. Plus seasonality. Seasons is definitely something that is going through like this with advertising CPMs, because they pay more on holidays, they pay less on non-holidays, they pay more for summer, they pay less for like spring and fall, unless it is spring holidays or Thanksgiving. So that's also a factor. So as you can see, there's multiple factors that going into that, plus of course your own channel, and if you're changing anything onto that goes into that as well. So there you go. There are multiple things. That's why sometimes the channels with million subscribers actually earns less money than channel with, let's say, 25,000 subscribers, just because their CPMs are different. One can have $1 per 1,000 view, and another one can have $8 or $15, and that is going to be a huge change.
A great example was the Traveling Clot when he was on our channel. He's a traveling channel we followed for a while. When he hit 100,000, he came on as a guest. And he was saying at one point during the interview that he had to reevaluate his channel and what he was doing for views. And one of them was, he said about the Philippines, and he said, have you noticed that a lot of YouTubers that do travel channels shoot videos in the Philippines? And he said the reason why they do that is, in the Philippines, they have a real obsession with watching foreigners in their land. They love it. They watch it like crazy. That's why a lot of those videos for YouTube travel channels will have like 5, 6, 7 million views onto it. But that said, it also lowers their click rate a lot. God, I can't even talk anymore. Lowers their value of their click rate a lot, because it doesn't pay as much there. So the viewers are there, the ads they're getting are worth a lot less than what they are in Canada, United States, Australia, England. So you're getting more views, but you're getting a lot less return on those views, because the ad revenue is a lot less than if they had been from there. So there's always that balance between it. So this is a side note. I know some people do it. You want to go in and grow and grab a bunch of channels that are going around mingling. There's the trade-off for them. Yes, you can get your numbers up and say, oh, I got this many subscribers and I got this going on. But when you go look at your analytics 28 days later or even 7 days later, and you see that North American channels in Australia and England are now like 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th in your viewing list, that's the trade-off for it. So get ready for your CPM to go down. Viewed this. How are you, Tony? Fantastic to see you. On with the squirrel, right? On with the squirrel.
Super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat. Pixel Be Teaching and Learning. Thank you so much for those Hippo Trio. Thank you so much for that. Super sticker, super chat. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. Do appreciate it. We needed to pick me up. Thank you so much, Pixel Pia. Thank you for having my back on that one.
Aussie Alchemist, I will answer your question in the queue. I will get into details with that. I just wanted to chat about advertising, that if you are monetized, I would suggest to add your videos in the middle of your video as well, or whatever it is, the live stream, because that definitely helps. YouTube likes it. Mid-roll ads is something they prefer and is liked by advertisers as well. We go back to our live streams and usually add our more ads a day or two afterwards.
Yes, but the problem with that is sometimes that's what I was saying at the beginning. If you do have that already and you notice your ad revenue going down, it's because they're not making it to that second roll.
Yeah.
So that's something to really watch, that you're keeping them entertained. Make sure your videos are worthwhile to get into a round of second ads. Mm-hmm. You're always better with a 4-minute video that's highly entertaining versus a 10-minute video that the last 6 minutes is just killing time. And you know what? If you are killing time, you're well aware of it when you're making it, and everybody that's watching it's well aware of it when you're making it. Oh my God!
Wow!
Hey!
Super chat, reviewing, playing, and more RPM. Thank you so much. You are amazing. Super chat. Thank you so much. I'm so happy today. I get clapping.
You're such a...
Thank you. Very kind and very generous of you. Thank you so much.
It's great to see you. We've known reviewing and playing forever. Thank you so very much for that. Do appreciate it. And you should be locked up, I swear to God. Sometimes I don't feel safe sitting beside you.
And now I'm scared.
I'm the one who got the knives in my back a while ago, remember? I'm the one who's scared. I get the scared on this one. I'm the one living in danger here.
Well, I don't know how you're living in danger from clapping, you know.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. I can see that Simpson, but I'm the wife. I'm not the son, so I don't know.
Oh my God, Three Musketeers Homestead. How are you doing? It's been a while. Hope all is well. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. You want to go to the next question?
Yes. Next question as well, and please be patient. We'll get to your question in a little bit of time. I'm trying to get it in the order of them incoming here. Artco Drone Solutions is asking, is YouTube eliminating channel based on ad viability? Now, this is a question that was asked a couple of times in the chat today and before as well about the commercial viability of the channel, which is the clause in the new terms of service that comes into effect of December 10th. And you want me to answer that? I can answer
go ahead.
that it actually is not true. It is not true whatsoever. YouTube is not deleting your channel. Please don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Your channel is fine. It is not delete. Like, there's this huge conspiracy going on that YouTube now, because of COPPA, YouTube obviously is going to be demonetizing a lot of channels. A lot of channels are going to be losing their revenue, and as part of that, YouTube is going to be getting rid of all these channels because they're not going to be commercially viable anymore. This is not true, okay? So please don't believe everything you hear. This is part of the clause. Yes, it says commercial viability, but it has nothing to do with deleting the channels. Before, in the terms of service that you have signed and are valid still now, it also actually talks about that YouTube keeps the right to get rid of your channel at any time for any reason. All they did is just reworded what they already had in different words. Now, nothing has changed the way it has been before. It still is and will be. It's just a different wording of it. It might sound a little bit more scary, especially with all the changes that are going on, but nothing has changed. Your YouTube channel will not be deleted come December 10th. This is lies. It's not true. So please don't believe that.
Usually, guys, when anything sounds like, and we're talking about that with COPPA in general, even forget that part. When it sounds like you're all ruined, it's all done, it's all coming to an end, it's usually not. That's 99.9% of the time. And there's going to be a lot to make out of doing that, and a lot of channels are going to run with it. Whether it's right or wrong, whether it should be, that's just the nature of being on YouTube. And not even just picking on YouTube, and anything in general is like that. Any groups you belong to through work and stuff like that. When it always sounds extreme, it's usually not. And there's many ways to play with the words to benefit. It makes for great shock value. It's like I said before, all this should be taken seriously. It should be taken seriously. You're doing yourself a dishonor if you're not. But it's also not the be all end all. It only is if you let it become that. And question and think and don't take everybody's word value. That's why we always give you guys links to go read what we're talking about. Go and always, please, we're not offended. We're honored when you grab what we post after in the description, that what we talk about that night, and go and look it up. There's a reason why we go to that trouble. We wouldn't have to. It's important to add some integrity to talking about it, because there's so much of this just spewed out misinformation, nothing to back it up. Take the time and read for yourself, not for us, not for any other channel, for you, so you know where you stand. Philip, how are you? Great to see you. Philip's in the house.
I actually can quote the actual YouTube reply to that as well, and I'm quoting, to clarify, there are no new rights in our terms of service to terminate an account because it's not making money. As before, we may discontinue certain YouTube features as parts of the service, for example, if they're outdated or have a low usage. This does not impact creators, viewers in any new way. So this is something here I'm going to share with Andrew, the picture, so he can share with you as well. There you go. I'll send it on Facebook for you.
Yep, thank you.
So there you go. This is the direct answer. We already knew that, but this is the direct answer to the question. So once again, rely on original sources, double, triple check. Where are you getting your information? Including us.
There you go, guys. There you are, right there before your very eyes. There is the reply. from YouTube. There you go. So I'll leave that up for a second, and then we'll get by on the next one. But there you go. So hopefully that'll put your worries at ease about that one. So you're not going down for it. Don't worry if you're not bringing in a ton of money or stuff like that. And that's the truth, guys. In the end, they can take us down for anything they choose for because they owe us nothing to be on here. You are not protected in any shape or form to have a presence here on YouTube. And that's the simple fact of it. Whether you have 10 subscribers or 10 million. You do not have a contract, nothing to hold you to be here, to protect you, to be on here, to hold your place on here, your presence on here. It does not exist. What you agreed to at the beginning was only for the sake of YouTube's benefit, not yours. It's in short. Farmall's in the house. Mr. Boom is in the house. He's creeping towards 10K, guys. Make sure to check out Farm All Fanatic if you haven't already.
Well,
Mike, your Spotlight Show, great to see you, buddy.
Oh yes, John is nuts. This is his way of getting in touch with all the homesteading moms, because that's all the videos he's putting out there. It's basically TikTok videos with homesteading moms. I don't know. Okay, now I wanted to add something, and we have talked about that a while ago, so maybe if you're new to our channel, you haven't seen that or haven't heard that as well. You can actually change the settings for inactivity of your account, not as only as a creator, but as a viewer as well. Because if the account is inactive for more than 6 months, YouTube can actually delete it and not notify you. In order for you to extend that time limit to maximum of 18 months and set up the secondary email that you can be notified and reminded about that, you can go to the link that I'm putting in the chat, and I will add it in the description down below afterwards as well, where you can change the settings to 18 months and add the email that you will be notified in case, for example, you go traveling, in case something happens to you, or just in general, if you stop doing anything on YouTube, forget you have it there, you can extend the lifetime of activity of the account. And that's one of the reasons why you do lose some of the subscribers as well, is those inactive accounts, because yes, YouTube can't get rid of those, and it has nothing to do with you not being monetized or not earning enough money on advertising.
You want to know how many you're losing for closed accounts? You go over to your Creator Studio. I'm letting mine load up because I want to make sure I give you the exact wording for it. You're going to go to the analytics. And when you go to your analytics, you always see your big graph right in the middle. Down just below it in blue, the link says see more. Right underneath the graph in the left side, you click on see more. Your graph will pop up. You'll have a bunch of options at the top: traffic source, geography, etc., etc. About the 7th one in is subscription source. And when you click on subscription source, it's going to show you how many people unsubscribed from your watch page, how much from your actual channel, from the YouTube search that they did it, interactive features, blah, blah, blah. And right down at the bottom, there is one that's called closed accounts. And that's where you're going to see how many have been taken away from you based on your closed accounts there. Because remember that YouTube is doing more of that. Congratulations, you got some new subscribers. We're going to clean up a few more that are delinquent. And closed accounts fall into that, just as a note. So
there's Ozzy says, for YouTube benefit, not yours. That sounds like intellectual theft to me. Well, it is not, because you are, by signing up to your account, you are signing the agreement of terms and services. And no, they don't own your content. You keep the right to it. But they're not stealing it in the way that they are taking it and giving it to somebody else. You have a right to download it, to have copies of that, and so on. But they are hosting your content like any other server, so to say. So they have a right to take down the space of your content on their server. They're not taking your videos. You can still post them in other locations as well.
All right, next question.
Next question here is from Barry TRC Turner.
Hey, Barry.
My questions is about the layout of the homepage on a channel. Should you have your popular playlist at the top, or just create a playlist that says Barry TRC Turner Uploads?
You always want your uploads at the top of your page, but not the YouTube one. You want to have the one that we always tell you guys to make, the one that is your channel name space uploads with a capital U. Basically, it's two parts. One, you're spelling your channel name the exact same way you spell it here. And you want to spell uploads the identical way that YouTube spells theirs. You want to put that at the top. It seems to have the best return for watch time. It also keeps showing people that you have activity on your channel. I don't know how many channels I go to that don't have any playlists up, or they put up the famous recent activity one, and you go on, there's nothing. And then if you don't have an avatar and you don't have a banner, right away a lot of people think, oh, it's just a viewer, and they move on. They got nothing to create there. It's really important to keep your uploads there and keep stuff coming. And then after that, start showcasing. Like we're going through that right now, and I'm doing some revamping because we're changing our thumbnails up a lot more than what we used to do. So it's which ones do we want to take precedent, but still, like the wheel, for instance, uses the same one. But it's a show that does very well for us. So now I'm battling back and forth sometimes which is the best way to feature them. Should these be at the top right underneath uploads, or should we show the new artwork and have that more eye-catching to people? So you basically want to, I find the best way to put it is everything on YouTube, whether it's your about section, your homepage, everything is working on a hierarchy. And you want to catch as many people off the bat as possible. So you definitely, like any store, you know, they put a lot of their expensive stuff right in the middle when you walk in. So that way it catches people's eyes right away, gets more eyes on what they do. So that's how I would look at it. And your uploads is a great way to do it because it's showing that you do have product moving, whereabouts you are going in your views, all these things like that. So I don't know. Anything else you want to add?
Yeah, actually, I don't know if Paul is still in the chat or not. Maybe he can give some feedback on that. He is a bigger channel. He is 70-some thousand, I almost said dollars, but subscribers worth of a channel. Probably worth more than that. And he actually had popular uploads as his top playlist. And a couple of times we have said, you know, you should change it to uploads. Well, obviously, his popular videos are, you know, million and more views, so you want to feature them. But they were a couple of years old. So although they have all those millions of views, they are 3, 4, 5 years old. So what happens when you do that popular playlist is those are the first ones that are showing up, especially on the mobile. 70% of people are using mobile. If they are looking for current update, current how-tos, current information, which most people do because there's just so much of information on YouTube that people most likely are looking for the more current ones. They don't want to see the 4-year-old video, even if it has a million views. They want to see the one that has been done recently. And that's why the YouTube uploads are the most viable version of playlists to be on top. Now, after some consideration, Paul actually changed it to Paul Beck Drywall Tube uploads as well. And at the time when he changed it, he actually said it worked. He wanted to do an experiment and see if it actually would attract more views because it was more current one, and he reported back to us that it worked. If he's in the chat, maybe he can give us the latest information and statistics on that. But there you go. The feedback from the channel was 70,000 views at 70,000 subscribers that actually had millions of views on the older popular videos.
Meet take video once again. Nice. Got some really nice footage there. Wow. Lots of geckos. Alrighty. So I hope that helps. And yes, definitely, if Paul comes to chime in, feel free, my friend. Let us all know how that's what your thoughts onto it. Let me jump to. Oh, guys, don't forget to hit the like button as well, please. It really helps us out immensely. If you can tweet it out, that makes a huge difference. It's great to have you all in here. Next question.
The Meme Man, hello as well. And the Meet Take video, Ghost Rider Reviews, hello.
Welcome.
Welcome as well. Hello, hello. Hope we answered that as well, Barry. Hello. Next question here is from My Non-Traditional Life, who asked the question, is the live count on Social Blade for subs no longer working? I noticed yours has not changed in a while, and mine has been stuck at the same number for days while Studio changed.
Yes, the numbers are rounded off. That's been in since August. That's why we were in such a rush to hit 10K, because after that it was going to round off. So once you hit 4K, it's only going to update every 10 numbers, every 10 digits. So if you're at 1120, it won't change until you hit 1130. Once you're in the 5 digits like us, it only updates every 100. So now it won't update until we hit 10,900, which we're getting close to, by the way, guys. So if you have some friends you think would like what we do, we'd love to meet them, as a side note, and so on and so forth, all the way up through. The gap just gets bigger and bigger with each increment in digits that you have for subscribers.
Yeah, you only can see the first 3 numbers, and that's very easy to remember. So Yeah, it takes a long while to get those 100, right?
Yep. That is true. That is true.
The meme man, hope you're enjoying your first time here. Yes, it is very
welcome.
friendly and welcoming community here. Amazing people in the chat. Stick around, hang around. And today is Tuesday Tech Talk, where you can ask questions about YouTube. If you do ask those, put @Push Studios or #Push Studios if you're off the phone. And I can see it better and copy to my notes here. And of course, share it out. We do appreciate if you do.
I just checked, guys, and we're 13 away. I know that's going to get a couple that always follow us and then unsubscribe when we say it. So there you go. Now the cat's out of the bag. But right now at this point, we're 13 away from hitting 10,900.
And then we're going to be around for 11,000. Do you think we can hit it by New Year's?
You never know. You never know. You never know. Sorry, lip sync. I still got to remove it. We can't have numbers though in the chat. Sorry about that. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah.
That's what
Apply
it's all
all the
about.
tips that we're talking about. And
Frank Miller, how are you? Welcome. It was great to see you early this morning. Thank you for helping explain COPPA in my chat. Bearded Picker, like I say, it is my pleasure. And like I said, if you want to do something soon, Xenia and I, maybe we can go on with you sometime. We'd love to. And take questions from your audience. You have such a... There's some places just doing it right. And when I'm in there, I never feel like I'm wasting time. I absolutely love it. You have a fantastic group. You guys are really dedicated to each other, and you take it seriously, and I absolutely love it, my time in there. Thank you so much for having me.
B-Lady up here, yeah, I do have your question. We'll definitely get to that as well. Thank you so much. Okay, let's jump
Perfect,
to the
Beard
next
Picker.
question.
One last question. Beard Picker, you're not on Twitter, right? It's Instagram? Just sort of way we can DM each other.
I hate Instagram DMs.
If you have Twitter, that's definitely our preference if you do have it. And what the paranormal is in the house. Good to see you. Good to see you. And there's Brant Ariels. Gary is in the house. Great to see you. Both excellent. We'll DM each other. We'll get connected on Twitter and do it there then. Perfect. D-Crack, did you see? Today they're going to be talking to you.
Yeah, there are some adjustments there. We'll see what exactly how it works into the practice of that. Before we actually talk about it, that's why we didn't jump right on it. So, Daily Dose of Davies, hello, how are you?
Simple Life in North Wales, great to see you as well.
Yes, thank you. So next question is here.
Oh God, we got a lot.
Risky29 said, yeah, he commented on that as well. Yesterday, my analytics were down for 25 minutes. I was kind of sad, but they were back up. Why could that have happened?
Glitch upon glitch upon glitch upon YouTube glitch. They're making changes on the servers. They're doing updates on the panel for the YouTube beta. A million one reasons. We were live, and I'd have to go back and find it. We went live one time. We had 4,400. I think it was 4,430, if I'm not mistaken, to be exact. We're just about to go live, and we're having a lot of trouble from some channels already that's been messing with us. And we're 5 minutes away from going live, and we lost 4,000 subscribers like that. We dropped to 430. Right before your very eyes, in 3 seconds, we lost 4,000. And we look like we're being attacked by North Korea. We're like searching everywhere, going both computers,
that's
going
crazy. Yeah.
panic upon panic, and everybody that started to see, because that's when we started doing our openers, not long before that.
Yep.
So people were seeing it rolling, like, oh my God, what happened? This can't be real, and that, and we're thinking, yeah, you're telling me, and we're flipping out and looking, and we got it back a half hour later. Over time now, we've learned now to not let it get to us as bad. Most stuff like that, guys, that happens ridiculously fast like that, unless it's stated by YouTube, something happened like this, when you get a strike or something, it's going to tell you right away. But anything like that, where you're losing numbers automatically, gigantic sums, there's things flashing or pieces missing, it's almost always a glitch. That's exactly what happens on this platform, especially with them doing the network shifts and all that. It caused havoc for months. We would have network kicks where it would kick 50 people off at a time here.
Yeah, that was, I think it's still the most popular tweet of the last year because, yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was shocking, let's just say. Yes, it made us flipping crazy. That's right, flipping crazy. Didn't it make you flipping crazy?
Thank you.
You guys
My
are awesome.
friend that does not hardly post woke up one morning with million subs. Yeah, well, that's a viral content. That's what happens, you know, like that van girl with a white snake, the same kind of way. Yes.
It happens, guys. We watched the channel one time fall from 52,000 to 18,000 like that during the first purge. That's a little note to anybody buying subscribers in that. A lot of times that's the kind of stuff that can come later on, folks. Remember what we talked about low CPM rates and that, as well as all these things to get subscribers. They're not going to watch you. There's nobody. You can't afford enough to have people come back. So that also adds emptiness to your channel as well. It can hurt you severely in the end, and those kind of losses can drop. So just as a side note.
Yeah, if you guys like this live, don't forget to give it a like. That's right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for reminding that. Thank you. Okay, so let's oh, it was a glitch. Oh no. Oh, that's even worse. Oh no. But still for a moment though, right?
Good morning, Drone King and Darwin. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Guys, once again, don't forget to hit that like button, please. It helps out immensely, and tweeting it out as well is a huge help. But if you can turn that blue right away, we really do appreciate it.
Ian Jackson has a very philosophical question. I'm gonna throw it back at you in the chat, especially for those of you that live in US. And most likely this is a question about and within the COPPA guidelines. Has the US lost its right to call itself the land of the free? Lots of people have saying that COPPA is limit freedom of speech.
It's the states. It was set in the states, but it's a worldwide law. And I mean, I know I sound cold about it sometimes. Maybe this is a bit of my Canadian mentality kicks into the whole thing. I don't know. But there's kind of it is what it's going to be, unless people decide to gather up. And yes, there's all kinds of ways to defeat it if they want to, so yada, yada, yada. But I'm just more focused on how we're going to work with it. That's just, I mean, we could debate it for hours, whether it's right or wrong. And in some ways it's hard because I feel limited more now as a creator, but I feel in some ways, some parts of it there to protect kids that I do have. And I've always believed there's a free speech was written at a time when not as much the offensiveness that's going on today. There was some big atrocities back then. It wasn't all sunshine and roses, but there is a lot more. I'll give you an example. My daughter's playing a game, one of those places, when she's 4 years old. You know, where they offer game after game after game. There's like knockoffs of Tetris and Connect 4 and stuff. I'm gone for 5 minutes. I come back and here is one of the games spliced into it is how to put together a 9mm Beretta, and the clip and everything is laying out, and she's putting the gun back together. It's on the same cartoonish look as everything else. I grew up hunting and that, so I'm not against guns. Before anybody gets angry at me on that, but we can only have the Wild West for so long when this becomes such a gigantic media. Have they gone too far? Yeah, but I mean, that's not even let's face it, it's not even the FTC's fault on this, it's YouTube's. If YouTube had dealt with this years ago, made a 13 for under proper channel like they have now, called YouTube Kids, enforced that any content relating to children has to be over there, no exceptions, gave incentives for creators to make stuff over there, we wouldn't have to worry about this because it would be so. They've done their due diligence. This is for 13-year-olds. If somebody comes on here, they wandered in. It's not our problem. It's up to the parents. I'd be fine. They would be fine with it. We wouldn't be discussing COPPA. We wouldn't be discussing FTC then. They left it go too long. Things got worse and worse. And in the end, it's got nothing to do with morals. It's got to do with the advertising protection of that dollar, and ending up too many times in the front of Forbes magazine. That's why we are where we are. That's exactly what it's about. So even FTC can't really even take a bad hit onto it because there was lots of times for YouTube to do something about it. They had to step in once things went too far. And this is, of course, guys, being implemented across YouTube, not just across internet, not just YouTube. So there was lots of ways to deal with it. We talked about it the other night, and I think it's a fantastic idea. I wish everybody had to register just to be on here for free, either driver's license or credit card, and that would be a big argument for, oh, you're taking away my chance for free speech. But by doing that, the end of trolls. Right there. The end of having to worry about content because you'd have them verified in the age. If they got on, it would be through somebody else's account. They're the ones who did wrong, not YouTube. But oh my God. Just talk for a second while I verify this, please, before I blow a gasket.
Okay, now, let's just calm down. They threw the creators under the bus for their negligence. Well, we can discuss about that, of course, and we did talk about the COPPA in our 2 previous videos last week, yesterday, and in September. There are different versions of how we can look at that. Of course, it is upsetting for lots of family creators. The question was about the freedom of speech, which in this instance is meant to save is it to protect information about children, and therefore I guess it does in a way. It trumps the freedom of speech. Freedom of speech doesn't mean you can do anything and everything at any time.
Hope I don't nag you too much as I have to try to get my sister in bed as I am trying to listen.
No, it's all good. Fixed up, yeah. Gem City RC Outlaws, hello and welcome here as well. Good, you're having a wonderful day. The Meme Man, hello as well. Well, that is a philosophical question, nevertheless, so it's something to think about for you as well. It is not an anarchy, otherwise we wouldn't have laws, including the freedom of speech law.
Gem City, we met the other day, I believe, in Tank RCs, if I'm not mistaken. It's great to have you in here. Thank you so much for coming.
Crafting with Furry asked, what's your thoughts on the crafting channels? Like we said, we can't really specify exactly about the channel directly, although COPPA, in our detailed review of their guidelines and actual points that their agents are going to be looking through when defining if your content is made for kids or not. One of those items was crafting and DIY. Now, you have to look at what exactly you are doing and what kind of crafting you are doing. Not all crafting channels are made for kids. It depends what you're making, how you're talking about it, what colors you're using, and there's a whole bunch of different characteristics to it. So, no, as a blanket statement, no, crafting channels all are not made for kids. But you have to be more careful because of these characteristics that FTC mentioned, and we'll put the link of the video that we explain about that in the chat. Super sticker super chat, super sticker super chat, super sticker super chat. Pixelpia teaching and learning. Thank you so much for that super sticker super chat. Ricky, thank you so much for that super sticker super chat, super sticker super chat. Thank you. Thank you.
Is she done, folks? Is it safe to come back? Thank you very much, Pixelpia, though. A ton of love to you. You are so awesome. You really are. Thank you so very much for the support. I guess we got a lot of them, eh?
Yeah. The B-Lady Apiary, this is a short question. The B-Lady Apiary asked, 4-letter words, are all videos set for education considered videos for children? No. Once again, none of the categories...
That was a myth that was going around. I've heard that before, too, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, education can be about anything and for different audiences. And also, none of the categories as a whole, except for toy reviews, let's say, and kids playing toys, would be 100% made for kids. All the other categories, you have to go and really through the guidelines and see what is geared, what is not. Is it secondary audience? Is it not? Like, go through all of those points and think what could be applicable and what not. So, no, it is so untrue.
Patsy Houlihan, how are you? Trying to be a puppet for Yeah, pretty much, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I could say I'd sit here and try to color it and all kinds of rainbows, but yeah, exactly. 100%.
Flipping crazy, I'm mostly resale channel, but I do have a few videos of my cats and some DIY crafts. I'm worried about those even though they were not made for kids.
Okay, guys, this is going to be the hardest part of all this because it's going to be very subjective into it. Yes, pets is mentioned in the list as one of the triggers, if you will, for it. But it's also going to be in the context. The scariest part's going to be at the beginning and how hard the first crackdown is. I believe that's where a lot of it's going to be. The channels coming in here freaking out, getting hit for understood reasons and stuff. It will earn someone more time. And usually, now this is speculation, usually that's how it hits. It hits in a big wave. And then after that, it starts to have time to deal with those issues. And then context gets to play a bit more and you have a little more recourse. But for instance, if your cat is in the back while you're doing your crafts, and just like a tail going here and there, not so much. But if the cat is right in front and drawing in, well, the argument said, well, kids are drawn to channels that have animals in them. The whole point of it is, what would make a kid go through, even if you weren't titled for it, but once you got in there, would really hold kids' attention. That's where you get into the higher gray area. So you have, I don't know, Mr. Mitten sitting there all dressed up looking cute as can be, interacting with the camera, the paw going the whole time. What is too much time before it's considered an integral part of the video? That's all the questions that unfortunately we don't know. I don't think they know either, and those will end up being the first ones that we're going to have to deal with that are mostly going to get false strikes and stuff like that till a bit more of a regimented idea comes out where we stand. But don't get ready for it to be black and white, because anything that we've ever dealt with YouTube has never gone black and white, and this one especially, I never see anywhere near black and white for it. It's always going to be a wide array of gray of who falls in and who doesn't. And get ready for, like everything else, guys. Stuff passes through the Goldie's legs. There's going to be channels that are violating it so blatantly it's sickening, still on, and somebody's going to get hit who it's almost inexplicable why they got hit in the first place. That's just the way it works on here. So that's why you want to try and be as diligent as possible, deal with as much in advance that you can, protecting yourself from the initial start of it, because it is going to be a lot of false strikes and stuff like that. I can see that coming a mile away. If I have my channel marked as not for kids, oh sorry, yes, I gotta keep that, because then he gets angry when I do them out of line because there are people waiting, and I agree on that for sure. It is fair. So we'll just see what the next question is. My apologies. Barrel Boy Woods, how are you? Great to see you, as well as Pretty and Camel. Great to see you as well.
Next question here is asking about fishing channels, and just a quick answer to that is going to be the same thing. You're just going to look into the videos.
Whatever channel, mechanic, knitting, pinball machine, whatever niche there is, there's chances of going into falling into COPPA. Yes, some that are directly marketed towards kids are heavily, but there's a chance for any channel, any niche to be affected by it.
And watch me do stuff, copy your question as well. We do answered lots of them in our last video about COPPA, not the one yesterday, but the one last week, and I keep putting that in there. It is also down below in the description as well.
Did you notice I changed the thumbnail?
Yes, I seen that. Yay!
We put up the one we were worried offending everybody, but people seem to like it, so we finally changed it over. So there's the Copacabana one. Copacabana is right there. So there you go, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a little bit of light there. You know, but yes, we did talk about actual details from COPPA and actual things that the agents are going to be looking through, with screenshots from there, as always, from the original source. So if you're interested in that, you missed that live stream, go over. This link is already time-stamped, so it lands you right into that conversation. Okay, so next question is here. The next question here from Ian Jackson. Now, when YouTube is in financial high risk, should YouTube pay more to content creators? I love your philosophical questions here.
It's a great point.
Yeah.
But no, they're not going to do it at this time. Maybe down the road. I brought up the idea of paying to be auditioned and get more click rate onto it and stuff like that. Unless we become some sort of freelancers for them. There's so many channels, guys. Do not think that any of this is to protect you. If you choose and decide to make a stand and I'm tired of YouTube, screw me and I'm gone, go, and YouTube is thankful that you did, because there's a ton of channels in here. They're not worried about it. It doesn't mean you don't count as far as what you do in here and to other people. But as far as YouTube, they have no worries of a bunch pull, plug, and leave. It's as simple as that. There's no bargaining room. There's no holding them over a barrel. There's no making them feel guilty. That's my whole reason why I still believe they took out they didn't put in the third option that could be possible, thanks to that lawyer bringing that up. They want more to go. And they also didn't want to cloud it up more with more gray area by adding the third option. It's as simple as that. We can all feel like we have this place to belong, and YouTube's fine. It's just not that way right now. It's just not that way. There's too many channels as it is, and in their opinion, if you go, that's one less problem to deal with, unfortunately. I feel like fish in a barrel. That's right, Philip. And the FTC made that one quite clear. Don't mess with Barry Manilow. You will get
I know.
Yeah, that's right, Arizona. That's right.
I know.
And ATGH, Andy, you take care. Thank you so much for coming by. It's always great to have you. He's been with us since the very beginning. Past guest of ours. Big shout out to ATGH Travels.
We have GW Coins and Hobbies joining us.
Welcome.
Hello and welcome here.
Great to have you. I know this channel. It's fantastic to have you in. Glad you could make it.
Today is YouTube Tech Talk Tuesday. That means you can ask questions about YouTube and we all can try to get to those answers. You're more than welcome to share your experience in the chat as well. Patsy Houlihan, yeah, I know you are on BitChute. I think you can also back up all of your videos in one sitting, so to say, or Google using Google Backup or YouTube Backup as well. I'm just putting a link here in the chat if you want to use that to back up all of your videos. That's the way to go. Now, the question here is from... question from FDL
Joanne
Seeker.
Plan. Sorry, I just had to say hi. How are you?
Hello.
Joanne Plan's in the house. Past guests of ours. Great to see you. The indoor-outdoor gardener is in the house. Welcome. Expedition Greg is in the house. Great to have you guys in here. Fantastic conversation. Oh, it's a pleasure. Great to see you. Joanne, it's been a while. Great to see you. Okay, sorry. I cut you off when you were going to that one. I just had to catch Joanne.
Yeah, split screen. Thank you so much for the question. And the next question was from FDL Seeker. I'm thinking about changing my YouTube name to Service Dog and a Prepper. What do you think? Would this help me with branding?
Changing to you said
Service Dog and a Prepper from FDL Seeker. Because the concern before, as far as I remember, was that they do use the Service Dog in the videos. And they thought that that might be tagged also as for kids, although it is not. It's a service dog, which I would say it is not made for kids because of that. Explaining that.
But I beg to differ. It's not made for kids. That I agree with 100%. I would worry still about bringing in the idea of dogs, and that would be more of a trigger. That's the same as somebody talking about mental health, even if they're doing it in a productive way. I'm worried about the algorithm. I'm worried about it getting picked up in the wrong way.
Yes, I agree. Algorithm, definitely. I just, in more a way that you would have something to back up on. Like, if you are willing to get into the discussion with YouTube or FTC about it, you would have a ground of doing it. Would it be marked by AI? Probably.
Yeah, it could be worse. It could not get recommended. Or
yeah.
I'm not trying to be... I just really... This is the thing. There's so many options to cover in this that can work for or against. Chris Hope, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. To the two most amazing friends in the community, thank you for all you do. Thank you so much for everything you do for us, Expedition Grey. You are so good to so many people on YouTube. It is much appreciated, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you.
MFF Gaming, sup? What's going on with you? Hope all is well. Great to see you. Great to see each and every one of you guys. By the way, if we missed you, sorry about that, but it's an absolute pleasure to have you all in.
Now, Ian Jackson, I will answer this question right quickly because it is against COPPA law to block all the age group altogether because there was a question from that and they actually are pointing that out. You can't block the age group altogether from the platform. So that's why you can't. You can block every individual personally if you want to, but blocking the whole age group would be a discrimination, and that's why it's not included in YouTube, and that's why officially there are no software apps doing that. Maybe some underground, we don't know about that.
And FDL Seeker, thank you. And really, that's the thing, like both of us have correct answers and completely different, because it's all left in the end to how the suggestion is done and how it's handled out. That's that gray area. Sorry, I'm just bringing that as an example. Yeah. That's that conflict that happens sometimes on here.
And I agree. What scares me the most in this is the use of AI. Although this is going to be the easiest way for YouTube to use it and determine which videos are, AI is going to be just filled with parameters. The same parameters that COPPA points out and that we explained in the last week's video. It's not going to see all of the context. Yes, it understands some of it, but mostly it just goes by the factual input of the words it is looking for, of the visuals it is looking for, of the sounds it is looking for, and so on and so on. So, it's going to be easy to mark by AI the videos that are not made for kids to be made for kids because it's just so gray. but we will only see it in January, unfortunately.
But Patsy, we were actually talking about that tonight, not even third world countries, like just even here in Canada and stuff like that. They could have a lawyer that takes on a class action suit on behalf of the FTC and say they do 15, 20,000 creators. Or if it's a big creator, like we have some really big ones here, like Unbox Therapy, Linus Tech Tips, etc., etc. And that's the argument. Like, we could say here in Canada that we're not paying it. It's really hard unless they do that class action because it's not worth it to come up for most of it for legal fees and that. But what happens to us the next time we go to the States if we're going on vacation or a trade show and you get stopped at the border, and that happens with any kind of government regulation? Oh, I see you're wanted by the FTC for non-payment of blah, 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 blah. Guess what? You're coming with us from this point on, and then you're held until that's all settled. So there is ways of getting back onto it. It can complicate for sure. Most likely in small ones, I do see a lot of being shut down. I do agree with you on that on the smaller end. A lot. I see a lot of them getting the axe.
And in fact, lots of people have been in the States, have been comparing FTC to IRS. Would you, like if you are in States, would you want to fiddle with IRS?
Yep.
That's around the same question with FTC if you are in States.
It's the same as the FAA going after the drone guy in Las Vegas for $14,000. He didn't show up. They brought it up to $20,000. This is what happens with the government board. This is what we're dealing with. And by the way, Toby the Demon, thank you so very much. Do appreciate it. Thank you.
So I guess we have to review our videos, descriptions of our videos as well, to make sure certain words aren't in there that could be attractive to kids. Well, yeah, I guess, yes. In general, yes. You just have to be careful just because of that bot, manually probably not, but you know how it works with being flagged for things that are not there. This is gonna be a chaos for the good beginning of the 2020 till we realize what exactly is going on. It is gonna be a chaos.
Tommy, because I've told you this before, I don't mind you telling somebody, but do it in proper sentences, please. We don't want any of the I got yous or just gone or shared love, please. Just talk it out with them. Take time. Everybody's worth that conversation. Thank you.
Is it daytime? It is 8:44 p.m. right now.
We're on Eastern Standard Time, the same as New York, etc.
Yeah. Now the next question is from Old Guy on a Bike. I'm not worried about COPPA, but I know I have some possible music copyright problems on really old videos. Can I edit them within YouTube, or do I need to delete, edit, and repost?
You sure can. And YouTube's made it even easier and easier and easier. You can remove music right into it. And you can even choose with a bit of editing to upload it as a new video and give it complete new life. There's all kinds of options around it, but you definitely want to do it. You do not want to wait till you get caught.
No.
That's the thing. You want to be proactive on it. There's no time like the present to get on anything that has copyright into it. So
there is such a misconception that, first of all, unmonetized channels don't get hit with copyright. Yes, you do. You can get hit with copyright with the first video with no subscribers. FYI.
We're getting that even on COPPA. Just as a side note, monetization only means you get a share percentage of advertising or super chats. It's got nothing to do with making you exempt from any rule on YouTube. You're not exempt by not being monetized, for the record. Sorry, go ahead. That's been going up a lot again.
Yeah, and definitely any of your videos in your library, even the ones that have been made 10 years ago, can be flagged by copyright. YouTube has explained it. All previous videos, as well as the ones now, can be flagged at any time. So even if it haven't been flagged now, it can still be flagged after a while. It doesn't work right away. It sometimes matches, sometimes doesn't. So sometimes you can have a video and only get flagged, a year later. And then people, well, no, nobody told me before. Well, it's just not how it works. So, just gotta be careful. You can mute it, by the way. You don't have to edit it out. You can just mute it if it's something very short in your video as well. We have next question here. Ozzy, Alchemist. Can you still be monetized if your content is adults only? Now, I wanna specify now. There's three tiers, so to say, on YouTube now. Okay, so there are gonna be videos made for kids. There are gonna be videos not made for kids, and then within not made for kids are gonna be adults only. Adults only is only the ones for 18 plus. 18 plus means that it has graphic content, violence, nudity, alcohol, addiction, games like gambling, and so on and so on. So those are only the videos that have to be marked as 18 plus. They're the only videos. That's it.
I'm trying to fix your mic for you. You're popping like crazy. I'm trying to fix it. Your peas are exploding. There you go. I was trying to move it without interrupting you. There you go. Because you're talking down into that part. There you go.
So now, if you do mark it as adults only, which is 18 plus, you will lose monetization for those videos altogether. You are not monetized for the videos or live streams. It's are only meant for 18 plus. But like I said, it's only for those separate content reasons that you have to mark it as 18 plus.
Gary also old guy in drone said, I have one video that is monetized by the copyright holder of the music, so I'm assuming that means copyright sharing you mean by it. If you're okay sharing with them, it's fine. My whole argument with copyright music is what happens if that holder is hurting for money down the road, sells it to another holder, and they choose not to share it anymore. And then all of a sudden you wake up one day and you get a copyright strike. It is a very volatile system. Music gets sold by tens of thousands in a collection. And it can be songs, albums, etc. However they've been divided up, whatever there's open rights to. And it can, so be very, very careful. I always recommend avoiding copyright at all costs. It can only bring you some trouble down the road. That's just my feelings. But if they're sharing it and you're good with it, you don't have to worry about it if that's your choice for sure on that one.
Split Screen Gaming League Games of Vlog said, I downloaded the entertainment software rating board app to help me identify which games are for kids and not for kids. It could help other game channels who are full language free. If you can put the name of the app in the chat, we do appreciate that. Definitely, we'll share that with other people and put that in the description as well. And a part of the question was, if the rating board rates game as E10 plus, is it for kids or not for kids? Well, this was a discussion within the COPPA comments as well as Twitter and YouTube in general. If it is meant for somebody under 13 years of age, because that's what is the age limit on YouTube in general, then it is made for kids. And that's what lots of the questions, lots of the questions are about that. That was by accident. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm cleaning up. Continue.
So that was the question about it, and 13 plus is what you should be looking at. Therefore, for example, Minecraft videos that are some of them that are made for kids, most likely, most of them are going to be marked as made for kids because altogether it is for 10 plus.
I'm cleaning up. I'm good. I'm just cleaning up.
Okay, we still have a couple questions and we're almost there, so let's get to it.
Yes, Philip, I agree. I feel bad for many channels that I enjoy. There are guys. There is going to be some that we know, some that there's going to be collateral damage. There's no way around it. There always is when these things happen. Whether we want to say it's not or it's going to be, and it's going to be implemented properly, we all know it's not going to be. It's just the way it's going to go. Carolina Hillbilly, how are you? Great to see you. Remy Moore, great to see you as well. Hope you're doing fantastic.
The next question was from Pixelbia Teaching and Learning class. How do I change the name on my uploads playlist? If you can show it for her.
Any playlist now? That's one thing. Okay, there. We're crapping on YouTube. Let's give them kudos for a second. And they've actually cleaned up a lot of the issues with editing playlists. So a big hats off to them. Sorry, I'm just going to start a new one. It will be easier. There we go. There we go. So any playlist you want to edit, whether it's here or in your playlist section and that, it's as simple as going over. Say we want to edit this one. You come over, click. It's going to load. This is because of all those bloody plugins that aren't working well. And you can change titles with a pencil. You can change descriptions with a pencil. Now, if you mean your uploads one that came from YouTube, you cannot change that. The uploads one that you see on our page is a new playlist that we made. So we put Pusa Studios uploads is the title of a brand new one. You cannot modify playlists that are given to you by YouTube. You cannot add descriptions to them, and you cannot change the title. So that's why you have to make your own ones. And then once you go in, you stop featuring the ones on your homepage from YouTube and instead insert your own. And for that, you'll go over to Customize Channel. There we go. And you come on down to any playlist. So pretend like I'm going to go down right to the last one. Like this is it. You're going to go to the playlist that's there that came from YouTube, whether it's recent uploads, etc. You're going to click on the pencil onto it, hit the trash can, and gone. Just like that. And then you have a space. You'll see that add a section will be there. So remove all the ones that do that for all the ones that are there and only insert your own, because they're a lot more benefit to you if you use them. And then you're going to add it by going there. Your content selector, you're going to go to a single playlist under the playlist category. Keep them horizontal as much as possible, guys. The phones do it automatically, putting them vertical just because of the layout. But people can see more playlists in one viewing, which means there's more chance they'll find something that they want to watch. Then you just go to find a playlist. You find the one you want to share. Say it's our cinematic videos. I just click onto it. It comes up. You just hit done. And there you go. And you have your playlist. So it's quite easy. So you can go back after this is done if you want to just play it over again. Did I not show any of that? Did I forget to switch over? Oh, dear God. It's just not my day. It's just not my day. Alrighty. The very, very, very fast one then. All right. Go to your homepage of your channel. Go over to your customized channel. The blue button. I am sorry about that, folks. I did not realize that wasn't sharing.
Yeah, they're only saying it now. So I didn't even see that.
Then you go to your pencil here. So any playlist that's on your homepage that came from YouTube or other, they'll always look like this. So you get rid of all the ones on your homepage that were given to you by YouTube. So you just go up, you click the pencil, and then there's going to be a trash can right down below it. You hit the trash can, and it's gone. And then you're going to have this add a section. And from add a section is where you start adding playlists. You're going to click on that. You're going to select the content. The content, you're going to go under playlist and then select single playlist because you just want to show one. Once again, keep it horizontal, as I was saying a while ago. And then go to find playlist. And this will bring up all of your playlists that you have. You're going to go down. We'll say our cinematic videos. Select that one. And bango, it pops up just like that. Hit done. And you have your playlist. And then when you go over and look at your channel, it's there. See, I got a bunch of these now open. So now we go back to our home page. There you go. And you go down to the bottom and it's right there. And if you want to edit, which I was showing at the beginning of it, your playlist, you want to change the title or change the description, you just click on the title. And you come over here and you got a pencil for your titles if you want to change it. Hit save. And the same thing for the description. So they've made it much, much easier for it. I give them total props for that, and it's way long overdue that they should have did that. So that is a good thing. So I hope that answers it.
And we will timestamp it as well. So once it uploads, you can go back to the timestamp of how to make an upload playlist for you.
Fugalor Michael, welcome, welcome.
Chuck Food Reviews and more is here as well. Good to see you. And we have a couple more questions here as well, so let's get to them. The next question is from Mandy Mixed Media Queen. If there is a video titled Doll Time and it's a stream about a voodoo doll with adult content, that wouldn't be made for kids, right? That would be crazy. Bring kids into adult content. Well, this is very controversial and very unfortunate. But I would rename the title.
Yep.
Because if it says just doll time, it is just doll time. If it says voodoo doll time, well, that makes a difference. So see how adding just one thing can make a difference? So I would just change the title to something more specific, since it's not just playing with dolls, right?
Yep.
Pretty in Camo. If I have my channel marked as not for kids, does that mean I can't do videos of my dog?
Animals are going to be a gray area. They're listed right into it as pets. What you say is not, can be. There is lots like pets. I mean, animals can be the same way as like RC cars. I'll bring up that example. You can have like kids ones where it's the latest thing from Walmart. Or you could have one that costs $5,000 and takes near a mechanic to put together and run. It's the same with this. The problem is how the algorithm will interpret it, what class you'll get thrown into. On observation of it, you would hope that if it's training dogs and doing stuff like that and everything, there is an understandable line, or somebody who's doing like dog grooming. But dog grooming, for instance, can be hard too, because a lot of them do it kind of children oriented. It's all in the talk, because they even say like words pertaining to kids, like even I can't believe it's still in there since 1998. But it's a lot of the wording into it, a lot of the way you represented it. I brought up the example with the chicken farmer. If a chicken farmer sitting there saying, we got 250,000 eggs, we got 300,000 coming this year, we've extended the barn by 70 feet, blah, 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 blah. They're not talking for kids. But what happens if he has a chicken with them the whole time? He goes, this is where we raise eggs. You ever wonder where eggs come? The eggs come from the farm, and blah, 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 blah. And you're bringing that into the same narrative. All of a sudden, you are marketing towards kids. So it depends. Anything can be interpreted as being marketed towards kids. So that's why no niche is like ironclad proof, not going to be bothered by COPPA. That's why you have to really pay attention to what you do. I mean, some people do that RC cars that are the $5,000 ones, but every now and then they do one for kids because they want to attract new kids into the niche and stuff like that. And the marketing of the spirit of the video and the elements into it are more trying to, making a comfortable place for kids to come in. Well, it's crossed the line into it, and now it does open up the door to be interpreted as something that's being made to attract children. It's going to be a really, really, really tight wire walk, and pets will be one because it's right on the list of it. So it's going to be a lot of left up to whoever's interpreting, whether it's a human or it's the AI that looks at it. So.
And look who is here, Bears
Hey!
and Butters is here right on time.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. We're still in the midst of setting up, but thank you so much, Bears and Butters. Hope you gals are doing fantastic. Always great to have you.
And right away with a great tip from Bears and Butters that people have to remember that disclaimers on your channel don't exclude you from COPPA either, and it is so true. Any disclaimers, including for COPPA, will not work whatsoever.
Whether in your video, your description, your tags, and that goes for copyright or anything. Disclaimers mean nothing on YouTube in any shape or form. None. They don't keep you from being liable of anything.
Yeah, exactly. Next question. Watch Me Do Stuff asked, I have a question. What age do they say when they say kids? 13, 17? Also, what about cards collectors like Magic the Gathering, baseball cards, and so on? YouTube classifies kids as 13 and under, but also says that it's if the country that you are in, your channel is from, has the higher age rate, then you go by that one. So I know some of the European countries, for example, has 14 and 15 as the mark for their kids. So then you would go by that limit if you are from that country. And what about the collections? Yeah, unfortunately, lots of those are going to fall under this as well. Again, it depends on the item. Magic, for sure. Baseball cards, maybe. You have to really look again through the guidelines, but definitely a lot of the collectors' channels will be touched by COPPA guideline as well.
And unfortunately, we know, state for the record, we know you guys are not doing anything kid with it. We understand a lot of those cards most kids could even dream of purchasing. Some niches are going to be more tricky than others, like Lego, and them guys are freaking out, and rightfully so, even though it's adults doing the same thing again. Some of those sets are like $600. Model Train's another one like that. Alien 6467, hey there, just jumped in for a few. I've been doing mostly original music lately, but I have over 10 years of stuff. Creepy dolls, family, children. It's so messed up. I went full adult though. If you mean full adult is 18 plus, you've basically just shadow banned your channel. That's in a nutshell. That's what you've done. It's basically been shadow banned to not be recommended, for lack of a better term. It's lost all traction and stuff like that. I would really look at going through some of the videos, categorizing them the best you can. Maybe some that go too far, even unlist them so you can deal with them more. But yeah, once you do it as 18 plus, everything is gone. You're just basically blacklisted yourself as far as YouTube is concerned with the algorithm. Hey Sam, it was good hanging out with you again this morning, my friend. Hope you're doing fantastic. Hope your day went well. Hope you got your drone and everything went well as well. Great to see you.
Retiring and prepping is here as well. Good to see you.
Hey, how's it going?
Thank you.
You know where to find us almost every Saturday night. We miss you. We miss you guys too. It's been so crazy the last bit. Always a pleasure. You guys definitely got to get together soon.
And Cowgirl ASMR, who announced about her pregnancy live on this channel while she was talking about her channel where she is doing ASMR mukbangs. She got her time from ultrasound, 10 weeks and 2 days. Yay!
Congratulations. She shocked us.
Waiting.
Yeah, she definitely shocked us that night. We weren't expecting that one.
You know who else is pregnant I seen on Instagram? A little tea spilling here. Helkitten is expecting in March.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
If you are familiar with Helkitten, she's expecting a baby boy in March. So lots of those babies around lately. That is really amazing.
As long as they're not in here, I'm very happy for everyone.
Stop and smell the roses. We'll get that sentence because I want to comment on that really bad.
Hiking deep in the. It's good to see
Hey.
you. The editor love the look, man. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's growing out. Xenia likes it more than I do. Let's just say.
Yeah, we're preparing for Christmas Santa Claus edition. So,
Seriously.
well, that's coming up. We'll definitely have a special.
Unbelievable. Now I'm Santa Claus, folks. There you go.
I'm just quoting other people in the chat from before.
Retired and prepping. Hope you're doing fantastic. I'm changing the conversation. I'm going to shave right after.
Patsy said, so where do you think people will go if they get booted? Nothing seems to be as good as YouTube.
Sorry, I was reading Bears and Butters. I thought you were in. Sorry, go ahead.
Patsy asked, where would people be going? Nothing seems to be as good as YouTube.
Well, that's the thing, guys. It's the second biggest search engine in the world, okay? There's no running, and COPPA's following everywhere it goes. And there's good and bad. I mean, there's nothing wrong with trying different places. It's good to get your feet in different waters. It's got nothing to do with that. It's not going away anytime soon. That would be the same as saying Google is about to fall off the map. It's just not going to happen that way. The amount of channels on here, there's more than enough to keep YouTube going for a long time. They're not losing much sleep if a bunch spill off. And as a side note, I was talking about BitChute. I was talking about this morning. It is a viable option. There's a lot more leniency onto it, a lot more leeway. I still have my concerns that it's going to end up like another LimeWire or Napster movement in the end, or kick-ass torrents, etc., etc., etc. But you never know. But it is good to try other places. It's good to get your feet. YouTube was like that one time too, and people took a chance on this. And it is good to know all the other platforms out there. There's many options. DLive, a ton of them. But remember, guys, COPPA goes out to all of them. YouTube is just the first one getting the ramifications. But it is coming to a platform near you very, very soon. Prairie Boy, how are you? If you're Santa, I want 4,000 hours of watch time for Christmas. There you go. Putting in the wishes. How are you, Prairie Boy? Good to see you. And there's Sean from Panic D Video and Marianne. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Great to see you. They have COPPA rules too on other streaming. Exactly. And they're just going to be enforced more coming up. There's not really any way to run them. Not to be a killjoy, but we could all be gone tomorrow, and there will be a million with a phone that will take our spots. Mm-hmm. There's already multi-millions there to take our spots that are already on here, hoping a bunch go away. That's exactly what we talked about last night, about being able to cash in onto it. There's all kinds of opportunity because there is a lot going to go by force or by choice. There's going to be a lot going, and in the end, you know what? We've been through these things. It's not even going to make a big dent into it. That's just the way it is. It's too big for people just to walk away. Okay. So just let us know when you get the next question. 100% agree. YouTube is often imitated but never duplicated. Very well said, Cardoso Media. And rightfully so, people will be making new plans because eventually something's going to change to it. We know this is not going to be around for 100 years. It's impossible. Things will change. Things will give another shape or form will be around the horizon. But it's nothing to sneeze at, guys. They recently were advising Alphabet that they should separate it and sell off YouTube as its own entity. And the first off value they were giving onto it is $300 billion. $300 billion with a B dollars they estimate YouTube's worth on its own is. So that's just an estimation, but nonetheless. The Sure Shannon Show, great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Great to see you. I've been trying to inform fellow creators about the COPPA and FTC regulation, but they aren't taking my warning seriously. But you can, That's like we were talking about that tonight earlier. There's two camps on it. It seems like it's just either they're terrified and everything. All you hear about is that everybody's going to get a $42,000 fine no matter what they do, or they don't give a shit. And once again, the middle is nowhere to be found, and the middle is where you definitely want to be. You definitely want to be, especially if you're what most of us channels are. For the majority of channels that are in here, you're not marketing towards kids, but I'm sure a lot of you have videos here and there that you're definitely going to have to go and change over as geared towards children to protect yourself. But it doesn't mean everything you do is. Lakeshore Paranormal, how are you? Great to see you. Guys, if you haven't hit the like button, can you guys do it for us? Smash the hell out of it. Turn it from gray to blue. Thank you very much, guys. It does help out immensely. Do you have the next question ready?
Well, interesting. We did have both of the sides of it in the chat, what you just talked about, because the coverall was saying that they don't think it's as bad as people are talking about. And Cowgirl basically was saying it is worse than people are talking about. So it's interesting how you can see that in the chat as well.
Look at it in the middle, guys. Just take a day in the middle and see what it feels like. And it might make it a bit easier for you to tolerate. You want to be thinking about it. Do think about it, guys. There's monetary value at stake this time. You have to. Whether it's $300 or $42,500, there is a chance of that. But don't let it consume you either. You know, there is a lot of opportunity in it.
And yes, it's not as it sounds. Cardoso Media says people that say that they are leaving YouTube are just giving room to others to prosper. And although it is unfortunate, it's so true.
Yep.
That's just how it works, unfortunately. People don't even realize that fonts can be copyright material, and videos they use of Google Images. It's definitely increased the amount of time putting together info with Creative Commons. Yes, definitely. Can't just take anything from anywhere. Pictures, articles, anything like that can be copyrighted for sure. And with Article 17 going on in Europe in 2021, and the new copyright law in US coming into effect as well, that is going to be even more with regards to referrals to different sources on your videos. So for sure, something to think about.
It's only going to get stricter, guys.
Yeah, it was a Wild West, and now it's becoming what the mainstream media was.
If you put out a DVD, if you put out a CD, I know I'm going back in time, but all that stuff, you had to give full credentials to what you used unless you had license right not to have to do so. And that's what's happened. Oh, Corey, we already celebrate. Canada celebrates Thanksgiving about a month and a little bit earlier. We had it last October. Last month in October. That's when we went home to my parents for the holidays. So, but wishing you guys a very amazing, happy, safe, enjoyable Thanksgiving for sure. To all of our friends south of the border.
That's right. Next question is here from Philip. I marked as Dot for Kids, the channel. The few videos I had that had RC cars in them, I marked as private. Do you think I should delete those videos?
No. And if they're predominantly into it, what the hell? Put them down as kids. I mean, they get to watch it. Unless you're cursing all through, what you don't do. Like, if it was like something like that, and with RC car kids would kind of mix my. I wouldn't private them. I would put them out. And if you feel more, be on the side of caution, mark them as kid friendly. I don't know. I wouldn't see any issue with. Juliet Miranda is in the house. How are you doing, Juliet? Great to see you. Hope you and David are doing fantastic.
Good to see you, our past guest and amazing creator and podcaster.
High up, guys, in the iTunes podcast world. They've had some big guests on.
That's true.
Her interview with Lee Farrick, I just wanted to bring up that she did a fantastic job of warming him up. And it was a really good listen. Well done once again. Heartthrob from the 70s, Leif Garrett was our guest. I was just looking back to see when. About a week and a half ago.
Adelaide's advice. Attic is here and Free to Laugh now says you guys should copyright butter cheeks. That's from our previous live streams. Did we get a new background? We moved the rooms once again, and we have new lights, new setup. Andrew's going to show you probably just in a moment. A new studio setup here with better lights, some LED lighting and so on. We are going to add all of the items in our Amazon affiliation links. so you can check it out. For now, they're not there except for our microphones and a couple other items. But yeah, this is our new setup. Andrew worked really hard on that, researching the items and putting them together as well. It didn't come made us. You had to really adjust to customize it. So yeah, this is our new setup.
It's originally a stand to hold 4 monitors, and that's what it's built off of. And yes, guys, please don't mind the wires and stuff like that. It's sitting there until we have everything fully set, and then we'll run the wiring and finish it off. So, and we have our new lights set to go very bright. There you go. So it's like a tanning salon in here. So
yeah, and the background picture that you can see in the light, that was from Lala Lydia. She sent it to us from California. It's really heavy and really beautiful. Push Studios dedicated mixed media art piece that you can see there.
That was so awesome to go through all that work to make it and to send it up here and everything. Absolutely awesome. Thank you, Bears and Butters. Thank you so very much for that. Thank you, Cardosa Media, Lakeshore Paranormal. You guys are all awesome. Corey, thank you so much.
And the question here was from Stop and Smell the Roses. So truly the only thing that keeps coming to me is that we need to not count on YouTube to promote us. 100%. You gotta optimize your videos in order to hope that YouTube is gonna promote you in suggested browsing homepage and subscribe. And it will. It will to some degree. You can see actually how much of the content is promoted by YouTube on your YouTube Studio beta dashboard. In the very first page, you will see this triangle where you can see how much percentage of your content is promoted by YouTube. But yes, your work is there as well, to put it out there, to be in other people's comment sections, answer your comments, post it on social media, market it like any other content, any other product or business or service. It works the same way.
Philip, the average YouTuber watcher is going to have a rude awakening when they see some of their favorite channels gone, definitely. But still, lots will be around. And actually, Octide Dogan, great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Always great to have you in. And Retired and Prepping, well, it was a follow-up to what I was going to say. She says, I do cooking videos, traveling videos, and store hauls. Do you think I have anything to worry about? Well, I mean, if you do store hauls and it's like a lot of kid product that you brought home for the dollar store, you know, you're getting for your grandkids and stuff like that on top of most of the time. Yeah, I would mark that as kids friendly. If your grandkids are such as involved with it, and once again, guys, there's tricky stuff like pets. Pets is a hard one. That's a hard one, because when does a pet become a stimulant for kids to watch, or is it the cat sitting in the back with the tail going like this, or is just that enough to be considered as something that would draw kids in? So everybody's going to have to take a real good look at what they do, that's for sure. Swiftbox FPV, what's going on? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. I've done a lot of videos on Funko Pops. They are made for a wide reach of people. Funko Pops are still, and this is not us judging you. I know exactly what you guys are doing. But in the eyes of YouTube, it's very hard especially when you get into stuff like Funko Pops, Lego, things like that. They are primarily considered as toys in the eyes of the FTC, and the line gets that much more slipperier to walk. So it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. Next question.
I'm waiting for Barry's question here that he wanted to ask. I was waiting. He didn't want to ask the second question. You're more than welcome to ask a couple of questions if you do have it. In the meantime, I did put the link in the chat as well for our video where we did share the detailed review of COPPA things that are included there, included like animated characters, comics, and so on. It's literally the listing of everything that COPPA agents will be looking through in order to determine if it is or not applicable to you, and most likely that it will be fed to AI on YouTube as well. So if you're wondering about your channel, go and check it. This is timestamped already, so it's going to bring you right to the content from COPPA content details right there. Thank you so much, Daily Life and Nature. Do appreciate that.
Thank you for all you guys do for us, guys. This is a group effort, folks. We're all in this together, and especially tonight more than any other show we do through the week. So
I did a quick live stream just to say hi to friends while my kids were trick-or-treating. I did let the kids say hi. Does that need to be made for kids even though we used adult words? Most likely, because kids were there and Halloween. It is trick-or-treating. But once again, it is your decision.
Groceries, no. You'd be fine, Retired and Prepping. I mean,
I wanted to say Mia Mina was saying it's a great setup though. It needs more monitors and extra system for Xenia to use while she is there to follow chat and make notes from. Thank you, very kind of you. I do use laptop though. I do feel more comfortable.
She had a monitor that just went. She had a 30. This is a 38-inch monitor. She had a 32 one, and it blew up. So.
Yeah, and I do use laptop. I do like using laptops more than stationary computers because I'm going throughout the rooms. It's just easier to bring it with me. But thank you so much. You're really sweet. Is it bad that every time I hear COPPA now I start humming that Barry Badillo song?
That's right, guys.
I know.
And don't forget to check out our thumbnail, folks. It has been updated. The one we weren't going to use at first, it is up now. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Hello. There we go. There we go, guys. If you want to know more about COPPA, you can go over. The thumbnail was officially changed to Copacabana. So there you go. It is done. The second one here. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out yet, head on over and get the song in your head and learn some more about COPPA at the same time.
As you noticed, Andrew have remade some of the thumbnails on our videos as well, so go check it out. And some new thumbnails on the featured videos. Really like that fake email thumbnail. Very hackish.
Very hackish.
Yeah, looks like a hacker. And Barry's question was about Twitter, and should I be placing the
Bearded
teasers
picker.
of our videos on Twitter? Yes, please do. We would love to do that for ours. Unfortunately, don't have time to do them, but if somebody could do that for us, we would really appreciate. But definitely, putting teasers out there is the best way to do it, and definitely share it out. You won't lose the views. You're going to be inviting people to watch them. It doesn't have to be even 15 seconds. Can be shorter than that, just to entice people to watch more. You don't want to reveal all of the information of the video in your teaser.
Beard Picker said, "Did it blow up from all the for all the sticker super chat songs?"
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my god.
Check out our super sticker super chat video that dropped on Saturday. Yes, it is video and not a live stream. It's only 30 seconds. Check it out. Give it a like. There's lots of comments there. And of course, our new merchandise, super sticker super chat merchandise is there too.
Who's your back outdoors in the house? What is going, buddy? Great to see you. Great to see you. Great to see you. Okay, Computer Chick, a lot know this rules already. I know you're new here, but I gotta say, because it's coming up. No self-promotion, please. No self-promotion. It says right into it here. I just wanted to tell you that I've removed a couple, but I gotta tell you to keep it fair for everybody. Thank you very much. It's the same rule for everybody in the live stream. There you go.
What a great suggestion. Pixel Pia Teaching is saying I start my videos with a question, usually. So I just edit that part out and put it out as a teaser. Yes, that's a very great approach. And thank you for sharing that. That is awesome. COPPA and FTC keeping an eye on Super Sticker Super Chat music since 2019. Wow. No problem. No problem, Computer Chick. Thank you so much. Okay. Well.
All right, guys. Is there any other questions? Did we get them all?
No, we got to all of the questions. We're a little bit over time, but we got through the questions.
Okay. Hey, Rock Truck Rob, what's going on? Great to see you. Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Hope all is well with you, buddy. Just being safe out there, enjoying your time off the road after a busy summer. Let me see here. Sorry, I thought somebody posted a question up below that I missed. So should I put up a teaser on Twitter and not just the whole video? Yeah.
Yeah, don't put the whole video.
No, yeah. Always teasers. Yes, definitely you want to draw them in. What should I have for lunch? Drunkings and dark cake. There you
Chocolate cake.
Oh, man. You're going to be on that cake. I'm going to be hearing about that chocolate cake now for 2 days. And still Winter Nation working. What's going on, Ian? What's going on? Alrighty, guys, with that said, then it is our time to head out. Thank you so much for the amazing conversation with you all tonight, folks. Don't forget about your selfies as well, guys. A selfie of you watching us. You can't do that. A selfie of you. Upload to Twitter. Just make sure to use the hashtag Blue Wrench Group so us and everybody can find you. Pixelpia, teaching and learning. All right, here we go.
Super Sticker Super Chat, Super Sticker Super Chat, Super Sticker Super Chat. Thank you so much. Gotta go, and we gotta go too. Thank you so much for that Super Sticker Super Chat. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are amazing.
There. Thank you guys so much. Philip, you take care. Be well. Bear and Butters, always so great to see you guys as well. Tons of love to you. Be well, everybody. We'll be back on tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern. Looking forward to hanging out with you all. Ton of love to you. Be well. We'll see you soon. Cheers now.